Tough guy death row inmate Wade Wilson is now in fear for his life. On a previous report from the YouTube streets, we revealed Wade Wilson was stealing and using this man's artwork, Peter Avsanu. Peter is on death row for killing a gay couple from Florida. The other inmate that wanted to kill Wade Wilson was no other than Daniel Craven. Daniel is a known killer and has even killed his own cellie. He was serving a life sentence for killing a romantic rival and burning the body in the yard of his Apopka home in April 2011. He was found guilty of killing his cellmate John H. Anderson by repeatedly stabbing him with a shank. He wants to do the same thing to Wade Wilson, and Wade Wilson checked in because he is scared of Daniel and Pete. Full credit goes to the YouTube channel Kit for this paperwork. Wade Wilson's handwriting is horrible, but we received help from Kelsey. Let's break this down. Inmate D. Craven and inmate P. Avskanev are housed in Wing P4 alongside and together with myself. The Inspector General already currently has opened up an investigation into the above-named people. The IG investigation is on. D. Craven openly wants to murder me or have me murdered. This has become widely known at UCI. As we exit cells for various activities, Craven and I have physically crossed paths more than once. I am documenting issue, and that was Wade Wilson confirming he is still a snitch, even while he is awaiting his death on death row.
YouTube Streets Podcast, man. New Age plug. You did it again, New Age. You already know what it is. DVS, Stuck in the System, New York. And then Ronnie Blue Eyes, Boston,
Massachusetts. Yeah, we here, baby. Let's go. You know.
Yo, this is one hell of an episode that we're going to have tonight. There's a lot of things that we've spoken about before that we I guess you could say that we were gonna say that, you know, we knew it was gonna take place because exactly what
this one coming.
Said,
yeah, I thought he'd been PC, but we seen this one coming. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
No, man. Oh, here we go. First of all, man, Dad Gang all day. Hashtag Dad Gang. Salute to all the fathers out there. We got 3 fathers up here right now. YouTube Streets is we got our Cash App at the top up there. Also, super chats, anything is, you know, we appreciate anything. Everything is welcome.
And now, chat, man. Shout out to the Shamrock, Scandalous Squad, man. Crazy White Boys, C-Dubs, Boyles, man. Salute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Wade Wilson, bro. Okay, so this dude straight up checked in. There's 2 dudes, and we previously reported on Peter A for the artwork. We got him wrong the first time. Went back and corrected it. Came back with PA. We also knew a pen pal that was communicating with PA. So this actually what we're reading now is something that we were hearing, like, you know, just word of mouth. So we didn't really, I think we might have reported, but we didn't go in like this. So now
we mentioned that this is just confirmation type shit.
Well, if y'all remember when this first started to take place and everybody was like, he's going to go to death row and this is going to take place and hopefully somebody will do the right thing.
Right.
I was saying, listen, man, those gate monsters, those guys that like to sit on the gate and talk shit and get into the head of whoever it is that they're trying to get the crash out or sign in. Because really, in all actuality, man, they played with his head so much, man, that he basically dropped the slip on them. That's what they call it in jail. Like, for what he did to these guys, you know, it's usually, you know, they drop it and they put it in the mailbox and then the CO see it and they try to get him out. But he signed in. He dropped the slip and he signed in. And this is one of the fellas that decided to pick at Wade and be the vulture that he is.
Right.
It's bound to happen. I told you, this is what rec is. When there's lockdowns, whoever's the weakest link, if he got a bad charge or whatever the case may be, gets put in it, man, he is going to get eaten. He's gonna get
we've been saying he can't stand toe to toe with men. Like, if you remember correctly, we've been saying he only shows that kind of energy with women. So for everybody out there sweating him, this shows you he can't even live amongst men.
Well, he does have daddy issues. Shout out to Papa.
Of course.
Papa Steve. I mean,
Papa, he's only tough with women is what I'm trying to say.
Papa, what is it?
No, you got to rise Papa Steve, bro. But it's just funny. You see him, you saying he has daddy issues. He just met Papa Steve, 5 years ago? Or what now? 8 years ago now? I don't even know. But listen, bro. This dude has 2 teardrops. If you can look very closely, 2 teardrops. The one teardrop is for the victim where he got life in prison for. The second teardrop was a cellie of his, a black man, And at the beginning of the video, I don't know whoever just came in, just rewind back and see the beginning of the video, but he killed that man as well. But he also
I noticed
go
them
ahead.
teardrops are colored in too, so that means he finished the job. Okay.
Yeah, and he also said that he told one of his girlfriends that he has 4 other bodies. So, but again, he only has 2 tears. I don't know how that shit works, honestly, but let's get into this paperwork. It's really hard to read. So there was a commenter that actually broke it down. Hold on. Let me see where she's at. Okay, so DVS, read that. So shout out to Kelsey. This is one of those moments in the comments where you get a W because we couldn't read, because Wade Wilson wrote this. This is like DVS said, this is a grievance. This is him checking in. This is him writing to the police, like, help me, basically.
This is not a grievance. Let's get this correct. This is not a grievance.
It's not a grievance.
This is dropping a slip, bro. He dropped a slip and said he can't live there. He's trying to sign it, bro. He wants a safer place to be. Where he's at is too much. The guys are getting in his head and he might hang it up. I told you this shit was bound to happen, bro. But let's get it. Kesley Joseph 1239. Shout out to you. You already know. It's a complaint report. It reads, here, greetings. Wrote request previously, text missing due to picture. Greetings, wrote request. Okay, no response. MAD Craven and MAP Afskins.
Just pay PA.
Housed in Wing P4 alongside and together with myself. The Inspector General already currently has opened up an investigation into above named people. The IG investigation is on D. Craven openly wants to murder me and have me murdered. This has become widely known at UCI. As we exit cells for various activities, Craven and I have physically crossed paths more than once. I can't see. Can you take that?
Oh yeah, shout out that there's that, by the way. I just want to get that out. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
Passed more than once. I am documenting issues. If this is true, it will be now that he snitched. So listen, can you pull that slip that he dropped?
Yeah, got you.
So this is just, because they might not have writing paper or whatever the case. Maybe he's on lockdown, so he has a very, he's very limited to what he's
limited access, right?
He can have and what's going to be given to him. So he's probably only got medical slips, and this is probably the medical slip that they use for whether it's the library, the medical, dentist, or whatever you want to use it for. But it's usually those are the papers that are handed out, so you can drop a slip for whatever, but he's dropping a slip on an inmate to get out of there. So, greetings. Wrote recent, previous, ago, and no response. Craven and White. Let's see. Housed on one side, together with itself. Inspector General already currently has opened up an AI investigation into both the above named people. The IT investigation is on Kramer, murder me or have me murdered. This has become widely known at UCI as he exits himself for various activities. Craven and I have physically crossed paths more than once, and
I can't believe you're trying to read this. I'm just amazed. Dude, that girl already broke it down. You're reading the same thing again, bro. You're good.
No, yeah, no. Listen, I just want to be able to, give because it's here, bro. I don't understand how this is actually gonna, get anything done because.
Well, there's a previous one too that we're missing one too. Think about this. So there's one before this because if you read what he says, right, that the Inspector General currently has opened up an investigation. So that has to be a previous write-up or not previous write-up, but I thought it was a grievance.
If he didn't get any response to any of these things, how the fuck would he know that the IG is doing an investigation? That's all tactics that he's using, bro. Come on, there's no responses, bro. It's just to make it sound good. So whoever's pushing the paper pushes the paper. It's just I'm covering my tracks. I informed the IG, the highest of them all.
Right.
They're gonna investigate you if you don't do the right thing. Well, fuck out of here, bro. Everybody knows you're training for. Everybody knows your fucking gimmicks. These two fucking derelicts. they're doing God's work right now, even though they're fucked up individuals, and they may have their issues.
Yeah.
They're doing a little bit of God's work, and I can understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, shout out to Kit for that paperwork. We appreciate you. Her
Ooh.
link is in the description as well. In the beginning of the video, we gave you credit with Dave, man, and I appreciate you. There's that. We're gonna be reacting to a video from you. We also put Melissa J. We credit everybody in the description for now on. Let's just get everybody every video, because some of these photos from Melissa J. These new rounds, hilarious.
Oh yeah, shout out
Wade's
to
a
Mr. J.
coward. And this is for all the Wade wives, right? Because, a lot of people, most people in our community, they don't rock with Wade. They don't support Wade. We all know what's going on. We know what time it is. But for them Wade wise men that are sleeping,
The
check
lurkers.
this out, man. He's a straight coward. Yeah,
We know you watching. We know you watching. So
coward.
go ahead, Ronnie. Let's spit your shit. I just wanted to let it be known that
Yeah, facts.
we know that they're lurking. So go ahead.
Oh, yeah, they lurking.
Shout out to Herb 916, man. Yo, yo, yo.
Salute to the whole chat. You know that.
Shout out to everybody that's out here, man. Y'all could be anywhere else, and y'all here with us, man. Salute. Appreciate y'all. You already
Tap that
know.
like one time.
This Wade shit is kind of predictable. I'm just saying. We've been covering this for quite some time. We've been going on about all these things that have been taking place or have taken place. We spoke about it before it actually even took place.
Facts.
So,
Oh, you predicted he was gonna pick his nose.
No, that was new. That's the bonus. That was an extra bonus right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Oh, so he looks like he gained a lot of weight due to medication, probably.
Yeah, that's that man,
honey
bro.
buns.
Usually extra honey buns, that honey bun.
Yeah, we got a video, an AI video that tries to go in and rectify all this fuck shit that's going on with these pictures and all that. But he definitely does look like he's been eating one too many honey buns.
So you got Taliban Wade or you got Nerd Wade? Which one you like better?
You got Muslim Wade too. Where's Muslim Wade? No, not Muslim Wade. You got fucking Gangster Wade. Where's him with the do-rag on? Where's the do-rag pick at? Seen the do-rag pick? Nah.
That's Workout Wade.
That's Jim Wade.
That's Workout Wade. Oh shit.
This is for Joey Wade.
This is for Joey Wade.
It's for Joey, bro.
I
don't want to see that anymore. Chill, bro. I don't want to see this.
All right, man. Let's get it. So is this AI or what, bro? Because I mean, it's so he's in the hole, and
well, I'm gonna tell you right now, if it isn't AI, fucking he has time. He has had time to really get his shit together, and he has been fucking trained when it comes to PR. Jesse, if this is true and this is actually Wade, you might be able to do the Build-A-Bear thing. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, Wade looking like somebody's baby's mother on methadone.
Oh shit, he
Swole
does.
up.
He does.
Swole up.
Somewhere in Kensington or some shit, right?
let's get to that.
Say that.
But yeah, let's see if we can catch it, because a lot of people, they don't have the ear
Right.
for the AI, and I know a lot of things have been coming out about the tests that they used to do to us back in the day when they would pull it outside of class and they would ask us to listen to the beeps and see how low we can go, and all the other things that they, blocks and shit. I don't know. Maybe I was just the one with the blocks and shit. I don't know. But they used to pull us out of class, man. And, it might be something to do with this.
That's Boom Boom Room.
Yeah, because for those who can hear it, man, I'm pretty sure you scored high on that test in school when they pulled you out. Because if you pay attention just close enough, you'll hear it.
I know a few pictures from back when I was in Lee County Jail. I've been going around on
Credit, there's that.
Let me turn this up all the way.
Hopefully the music doesn't get us though.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Well, tonight I'm gonna let everybody know. There's a lot of songs. Well, there's a couple songs coming tonight, and yeah, they're gonna get. I couldn't get them cleared. I tried to get the Go DJ instrumental remake cleared. I couldn't do it. Anyways, continue. Fuck Bullhorn Betty.
You got a birthday in the building? Hold on. There's a birthday in the building.
Well, we have a birthday in the building. Holy crap. Hold my bad, chat. We are neglecting the chat. Live streams. I just try to make the backplay sound good, so I try to get into the chat later, but go ahead.
I don't know if this is like some sort of like thing, or you're trying to like troll us or whatever, but yo, shout out to Short Bus.
Yo, happy birthday, Short Bus.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. You already know.
Ooh.
I was on the short bus too, man. Not willingly though.
Are you serious? Were you really though?
Dead serious.
Well, they didn't have a tall bus for you.
Problem child.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I was on the long bus, but I threw an apple at the matron all the way from the back of the bus, man. It cracked it right in her head.
I went in one of them school for nuts, bro. Like it was like a garage underground. It was called the garage. Shit was crazy, bro. It was all for kids that had like behavior problems. Everyone was in there eating, smoking, fighting. It was crazy.
Yeah, the good old system. You know, they train you for the big leagues.
Oh, facts, yeah.
It's called preschool right there. You learn the bullshit there.
Everyone, I know a few pictures from back when I was in Lee County Jail have been going around on social media recently, and I just wanted to talk to you about it. There are a few things that you need to know. First of all, some people have been asking about my weight in the pictures. It is true that I did look heavier compared to now, but it's important.
So I don't know. It could be. Yo, I don't know, man. I don't
It's
know,
AI.
man.
I'm on the side of AI on this one, guys.
I don't know the size and the actual.
Well, the AI's better now. They got the breathing and shit now.
Yo,
Bro.
it does sound like AI, or he's reading some shit that Jess wrote. I don't know.
Him and Jess been working on the fucking delivery, man. Holy shit.
Important to understand that it wasn't just about eating too many honey buns or whatever. I was taking some medication back then.
Oh shit.
So I don't know, man. That sounded pretty like, you know.
We've been telling him too much honey buns, man.
Which probably caused some weight gain. This, along with the stress of being in jail, had a significant impact on my appearance.
Nah, somebody edited this, man. Jesse's on her editor shit. We found out she's up there editing her shit together, man.
About my eyebrows. Some pictures show that I had no eyebrows in jail. And I know a lot of you have been wondering why. Well, here's the truth. I didn't cut my eyebrows on purpose. I was going through a tough time, and I actually pulled out my eyebrows.
That stutters. He stutters like that, though. That's kind of crazy.
I don't know. I don't know. There was a glitch right there. I don't know if it's not AI. It's somebody who sounds just fucking like him.
A bad habit I had during that period. It was a stressful and difficult time for me in jail. It was a way for me to cope or deal with everything.
Yo, bro, this is like the furthest from what the fuck was helping him cope, bro. Are you serious? You just having sexually explicit doodle calls with fucking Vivian, bro. You serious? We know the fucking deal, man.
Looking back now, I realized it was not a good thing to do, but at that time I couldn't control it. I hope that explains the eyebrow situation.
It doesn't.
The pictures from jail show a period in my life when I was struggling both physically and mentally. The extra weight was because of medication, and the eyebrow situation was a result of stress and a bad habit. I hope this clears things up for everyone. Dealing with stress and depression can take a toll on both your physical and mental state. The pictures from jail reflect a rough period in my life, marked by mental and physical stress.
What if it's a letter, right? What if it's a letter and then the AI'd it?
They would have to copy his voice. That's like the thing I was telling you about Rikers Island. Where
No, they got enough jail calls. They can mimic. They don't need that, bro. So there's enough jail calls where they can mimic his voice. They don't need him to copy his voice.
well, if they can do that just by, you know, putting in a video of his voice, then it's scary. I'm scared.
Well, multiple
shit.
because look, they need you to go all through the vocal range, right? That's how they train the voices for AI.
Pronunciation and all that.
Yes. Yeah, so he said enough on all the phone calls for prison. There's enough there where they can.
True. There's enough content for it to be public enough for them to make that happen. Facts.
Understand that the situation I was in back then was not easy for me. Remember, we all have our struggles in life, and we should try to be empathetic towards others. Stay well, everyone. Bye.
I don't know, man. That last part, man, it doesn't. I'm not convinced.
Griselda's in the chat saying he has zero communication because he is in a hole. So again, I'm leaning on the side of AI as well.
Yeah, or somebody that sounds just like him. Either or. That was wild.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like AI. Or if it was him, like I said, he was reading some shit that someone helped him, right? You know?
Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that like. Hit the likes. Hit the likes. Hit the likes.
All right, I'm doing my first Wade Wilson P break. We'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, that boy sweet, just like Ben and Jerry. Ooh,
Put him in the Raver cemetery like, ooh. Yeah, he is a bitch with an obituary, ooh. He ain't gonna do shit, yeah, he's scary, ooh. Checking in, wait, checking in, ooh. Checking in, wait, checking in like, ooh. Checking in, wait, checking in like, ooh. Yeah. I said, wait, don't pull your sleeves up, your ass killing season. You be doing stupid shit and now they got a reason. Go ahead and snitch and bitch, you pussy with that grievance. You got nowhere to go, boy, you is not leaving. Knick-knack, paddywhack, they gon' have to get you back. K2 and $50, yeah, it's gonna get you whack. Crisscross
K2 get you
applesauce,
hit.
yeah, they make you sit down. You don't got the green light, now you just a squid now. But this ain't no squid game.
You get something done with K2 in prison right now.
How you gonna check in? How you gonna bitch out? You is just a bitch. I'm tired of these calls, man. I don't wanna hear you piss. I know you wrote a grievance, man. We heard that you snitched. I heard when Daniel walks by, I heard that you flinched. I heard that you flinched, cause I heard that you don't check in. Ooh.
So there's an Unforgiven guy, right? That recently went on TikTok. This is a part 2 video. I couldn't find part 1. Shout out to the YouTube Streets Reddit, our YouTube Streets. Salute to y'all for whoever posted this. Salute, thank you. Go on there. It's still up there too if y'all want to see it over and over again. But because the volume might be low on here, let's play this real quick because I want to get Ronnie. You're right, bro. I think Ronnie was right. Ronnie was right. Let's give him his flowers. Let's go.
Salute.
Hello there. For those who may not know, I'm Boneface. I'm sure most of you know who I am by now. Once again, I'm here to decimate the claims of our nation's, or once great nation's, aberrant, idiotic media, making an absurd false claim about the young gentleman that has come to light as known only as Wade Wilson. Embracing one man's face tattoos in the state that he lives, the media's had a heyday with my brotherhood's name, falsely proclaiming Wade Wilson to be a member of Unforgiven. The Unforgiven Brotherhood has not, to date, will not ever have among its ranks a woman beater, such as himself, a man who preys upon the weak only for his own thrill, all because he was too inebriated to function. Wade Wilson has not, will not, ever obtain an Unforgiven patch. He is exactly where he belongs, death row. But he will not communicate, ever see, or be able to mention the words Unforgiven. It is none of our concern now. To his victims who he mercilessly killed, peace be with their families. As for him, may he rot in hell. 21-212, Boneface out.
Holy fucking shit, bro. What the
So
fuck?
that's
That
them
was a lot,
completely
bro.
separating themselves and distancing themselves from Wade. Yeah, I seen that one coming. I gotta be honest, man.
A couple things there, guys. So he says originally he's like, yo, he never was a part of Unforgiven. But then if you hear him going, he's like, he's not
He
our
said he
concern
ain't our
anymore.
problem no more.
Yes,
Right. Yeah, I
exactly. And
caught
I've
that.
actually heard that this dude is actually legit. This is, somebody legit. So Wade Wilson, definitely not Unforgiven because of the crime against a woman. Now, I'm going to go back to my question I asked you offline, DBS, and it's going to get touchy. But because P.A., he killed two gay dudes because his whole story, he got molested at a young age by a gay guy. That was his revenge, right?
Right.
Okay.
Does the streets or even prison politics, do they treat homosexuality as females? Is that a crime against females? A gay man?
That's a realm of its own. That those who are not involved in that world don't get involved, and that is like it's not even there, brother. You know what I mean? It's like that's dealt with amongst themselves.
And how would someone be treated in prison that did kill two gay people, like a P.A.?
He'd probably be chilling, walking the yard, doing what he's got to do, programming. The only thing that would probably take place is if, like, he had poor, manners, or he didn't go by the code of conduct amongst the general population of men that are there. Other than that, he'd be fine.
Right.
And one more thing I do want to say is I looked into Daniel. I couldn't find ties to Unforgiven, but I'm not saying that's out of the question, but I couldn't personally see if that was because we don't really know what the motive is why this guy hates Wade Wilson, but we know why Pete hates him. It has something to do with the artwork. Either he stole it from him or he didn't, I don't know. And another thing too, PA doesn't like homosexuality, and Wade has
Exactly. I was gonna
recently got
say a lot
exposed
of
for
them.
that. Go
A
ahead.
lot of them could just have simple beefs just for tattoos he's has, charges he's
So
has, stuff he's doing. It's just a bad look, and they don't want to be associated, so they're gonna distance themselves and create a distance. You know what I mean? Create a
I,
division. Yeah.
I beg to differ. I mean, let me say this. What you're saying is correct, but these two dudes are on death row, right? They know they're never coming out of that one cell block. They're going to be programming there until they hit the chair or they get the fucking hot shot, whatever it is. You know what I mean? But when it comes to being in a situation like that, the only recreation that you really have is the fact that you can break somebody down verbally without physically touching them. And I mentioned this quite a few times. There's going to be guys in there that are going to be trying to pick at his brain. They're going to go to his childhood. They're going to talk about everything. They're going to pull out all his flaws. They're going to put him through the ringer to the point where he's going to want to either get out of there and drop a slip, or he's going to want to fucking hang up. And I mean, he's in between these two guys, and they both ain't got nothing but time, and they're already set in their ways, and their program is their program. This is wrecked to them all day. They will wake up and do this shit till they go to sleep. Tap on the walls, bang on the floors, talk to each other through his cell. All kinds of fuck shit will happen. They're going to break him down mentally and emotionally because they can't do it physically the way they want to.
Thank you, Irony.
The gate monsters are out. That's what they call them. And you learn this in juvenile or in a lockdown facility where you can't come out, and this is wreck. So they're sharpening their knives, so to speak, which would be their tongues, and they're going to work on them, and they're getting the job done. I guess you could, if you look at it, they're getting shit done. He's signing in and he's trying to get out of there. So they're whatever they're doing is working.
They're applying
Breaking
pressure.
him down. Yeah, they're breaking him down. He wants to get out of there.
Facts.
Okay, then we got this weird post from this guy, this was on the other Wade. It was on the Wade Wilson Reddit. r/small is it vi tentacle or I don't even know what it is. Y'all can find this. Type in Wade Wilson. Someone drop it in the chat. I'll put it up here. Anyways, DBS, read this because this is interesting. This is interesting.
Yeah, it looks interesting. This guy said he was on the same team as Tiana. Even mentioned my ex-wife. They even told me that my ex-wife there was a newscaster doing a news report, and they said Gail Taylor is a disgrace. And Gail Taylor has just sent Wade Wilson $7,000 in prison. I guess it was just shortly after he was given the death sentence. Obviously, I was kind of shocked when I heard all this because I had no idea the kind of people that my ex-wife hung out with. I know that she was hanging out with some Nazis because, they started to tell me they hated black people and hated black children, and they thought my daughter was married to a black guy and I had a black granddaughter, and they were making comments to me like crazy 2018, 2019. And then right before I got put in jail, they actually screamed some stuff in front of this black Air Force couple. They actually said they molested my black granddaughter, and they were all going to say it was me, which obviously proved to them that I had nothing to do with it. I never associated with any of the people my ex-wife associated with. That's fucking wild. What the fuck is that?
Wow.
Bro, I'm gonna do like a whole video on it because Gail Taylor's known. Like this is
Right.
and what did I read? I'm still confused by it. I had to read it like 5 times.
Wow, that shit crazy.
No, I caught the gist. I understood what the fuck I was reading. That's wild.
Is he clout chasing? That's what I come down to at the end of it. I'm like, this dude's reaching.
I don't know. For him to say that the stuff that was alleged to him, that's not like, it was something else, then I'd be like, yeah, it's cloud chasing. But for him to be like, this gotta be fucking factual, bro. You can't just come out the woodworks and say some shit like that. It's not real. You know what I mean? I hope you're not a fucking sucker like that. You know, a cloud chasing sucker. You know what I mean? I think it's fucking, you know what I mean? Why would he say it if it's not real? Because this is hardcore shit. The allegations are fucking wild.
Yeah, facts. You ain't never lied, shit.
And then I got one more thing, and then we'll let the people backstage up. There's 2 people. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna do one more thing. Let me see.
Yo,
if I
shout
have
out to
it
the
up.
chat. Thank you, everybody. Yo, I love how y'all keep with me in the keep me in your prayers and blessings and all that. Yo, appreciate y'all. I feel it. I know it's real. Things.
Thank you,
things
Sarah
are going.
Delgado and Irony, and everybody that donated. Go ahead, DB.
Yeah, we have the best chat.
Donations and the support, man. And things are going as well as they can. You know what I'm saying? It's not fucking Disneyland shit over here. You know what I'm saying? It's real life shit. So it's just a day at a time. I don't give up. So to my last breath, it is what it is. It's going to be me, trying to break the curse. So, I appreciate all the support and everybody that looks out and, shots.
All right, bro. This ain't Rocky 7. Come on, brother.
Yeah, you shut the fuck up, bro.
Hey, bro, this ain't a Hallmark movie. Hey, listen, no, I'm just playing, bro.
You got in your feels. You were getting feely.
No.
You know how to adjust. What is wrong?
Nah, I just like fucking with you. Hey, but listen, if you can read this email, DBS, because look, this is Wade Wilson's alleged drug dealer, bro.
Oh,
damn.
Okay.
It's getting sticky now, bro. What
is that? I don't know. That sounds GG.
Hey, she might come up too. Listen, I told her, I was like, I'll title it. I'll be like, interview a Wade Wilson's drug dealer. I mean, we'll do it. She can come up. I was gonna do a jumpsuit and do a video off of like an email. Like I was gonna read this, but we'll do it now, dude. I'm locked and loaded tonight, y'all. Let's go.
All right, man.
This is what she said, bro. GG Wink.
All right, so I'll introduce myself. My name is Gigi Wink. First of all, I don't know. I'm on that little family tree because just because he owes me money doesn't earn me a spot to be called white trash.
Whoa! I didn't call it white trash, but go ahead. Or maybe I did.
I might have called it white trash. You don't know me. I own a house car business. I used to be a homeless piece of shit junkie, but I climbed out of my hole and worked on myself, and now I have 14 years. Salute to you. That is not easy, and drugs are bad. I help addicts get grants into rehabs, and I worked heavily with our homeless community. And for your information, thank you for pulling one of the fattest mugshots of me. Sorry, but whatever. The person you have my pick next to passed a couple of weeks ago, George. Now let's get some facts straight. The things y'all talk about is hearsay. Last night, Josh Luteska.
So why was that Josh dude getting blocked in our chat that night? They said that dude got blocked. I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of that, but continue.
All right, Josh Luteska. Spell it. We were texting through the whole podcast. Thank you for keeping up. You all have it wrong. I see Josh and Tommy every day. Oh, really? I don't know where y'all get your info from, but it's incorrect. So much shit is going down and y'all talking about old stuff. Well, I want to hear the new shit. Mind blown. Yeah. Please, out of respect of email and more emails, please keep private. Thank you.
Oh, well, I fucked that up right there.
Yeah, it's a wrap for that.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Forget about it.
Hey, Gigi, my bad, Gigi.
I don't think that I would see the block. It would show that it's blocked on my end, and I don't see anybody blocked. You know what I'm saying? It would come up and it would show, hey, this person has been blocked. But I'll definitely take a second look at it and see who's blocked and who's not. Because if people are getting blocked, we don't condone that.
Who's
shit.
blocked? Who's not? We got
First
Griselda in the
fucking
house.
amendment is the thing. You know what I'm saying? But you can't have the first without the second.
Griselda returns to the streets. What's up?
I get blocked regularly on GG.
Greasy on the fucking streets. What's up, Greasy? How you been, man?
Oh, I've been.
Oh, Okay.
I mean, it's just life be lifing, but we ain't raw dogging it out here, so it's good. I was digging through my email for what I was looking for though, because I have some emails from a correspondence,
Mhm.
someone who has correspondence with Pete.
Oh shit.
Um, so that's what
Griselda
I was
always
looking
coming
for,
with
because
some kind of plug. You always plugging something, man. I know you be doing your
always
thing.
somewhere, right?
Yeah, yeah, always. You find a way.
So I'm looking for because he didn't know who he was making the artwork for.
Oh, so that's his motive of
Oh,
being
okay.
mad. There you go, Ronnie.
Yeah, he didn't know who he was making the artwork for.
Right.
It's if that's why I'm looking for it to be 100%. But it's my understanding that somebody just like basically commissioned him to make something for the new guy's girl, and then he found out afterwards that it was Wade and what Wade had done.
Oh, that makes a lot more
Yeah.
sense. I think
Right, right.
somewhere back a few months ago, I think you and Plug might have mentioned this before when we were talking about it. Remember when we were going over the whole picture painting thing and
Mm-hmm.
we were trying to figure out what was what? There was something like that thrown around, if I'm not mistaken.
Now I do have a message here. Let's see. It's a screenshot straight from Securus in November. And it says, before I knew who he was, I was asked if I could draw something for the new guy's girl, so I did. I didn't know all of that would ensue. I don't fuck with the dude. Anyone that has crimes against women or children is scumbags and a coward, and that dude is a fucking crackhead.
That's right.
So that's what it was. Somebody said, "Can you draw something for the new guy's girl?" And he didn't have any idea what he was getting
I'm
himself
sure he got a
into.
few soups or something for that shit. Yeah, I hear you. Nah, that
Oh,
makes
I'm
sense, I
sure.
guess. You know.
No, it's a little bit more than soups, man. You
Well,
gotta.
I'm just saying it wasn't free. I was just putting it out
Oh
there.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Sure.
yeah,
But
no
drones,
doubt.
man, drones, they're not cheap. You know what I mean? They're something, with
Oh, I
some
know.
detail.
My
25 is
father,
probably.
my godfather, my brother's been in there my whole life, bro. And
I, I
fucking,
I've seen
I be
$25,
getting them.
and then I've
I
seen
get a
like
stack.
$300 pieces, $500
Yeah.
pieces.
Some of them are nice though, you know.
Bro, some of the best artists are in jail, bro.
Facts, facts.
Hmm.
And artist is not a word, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, Melissa Jade actually got the DRs with the art. So, because when we requested it, it was retracted. It was just all black. So when Melissa Jade
Right.
got it, she got actually, and it was like a tree. Y'all remember when? I don't know. I can find it again real quick.
It was like a
That's
Shout
tree
out.
and a face or something.
yeah. We can rate this. We can put this some way somehow we could do some
Yeah,
sort
it
of
was close.
you know.
But yeah, we live, man. Shout out to the whole chat. Griselda back. How you doing, Griselda, man? What up?
Doing all right.
I hear you. We live,
Doing all
YouTube
right.
streets.
Hey, I know.
Ready
Ronnie
for
Blue
winter to be
Eyes.
over. Like,
Yeah, we got a
Facts.
little bit of that left.
It's break out here. It's
yes.
break.
Oh, it's cold here too, and I hate it.
Break.
Yeah, I know Sarah Delgado was supposed to be coming up. I know that people wanted her to come up and say something. Um, come on up. The link is in the chat.
Pull up. Pull up. Welcome to the YouTube streets. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Delgado is a uh, great supporter, man. She's always
Yeah,
here.
shout out to Sarah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know where it's at.
This is
YouTube Streets Podcast.
the
Ronnie Blue
thinking.
Eyes.
The thinking tree. Yep.
Oh yeah, we went over this here before. We could tell he added the team way to it with the
Yeah, this is
hashtag.
like a
Mm-hmm.
$25 piece, man. $25 in commissary.
Light
Nothing
work.
crazy.
It's light work, right?
You know what I'm saying? He probably traced this or something, or whatever. But that shit is, that's all right. Something.
He want, hey, dude, this one picture right here caused Wade Wilson to check in.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, dude, house cat. But
Wade is a goddamn buffer, man. He went over that man's artwork. That's wild.
Facts. I thought he would have been checked in way before that. I was surprised he made it that long if he wasn't already in PC. Now he's just being moved to another protected custody unit, I bet.
Nah, Sapphire. Wade had a middleman, like a goddamn art broker or some weird shit, buy the picture, right? Took the picture, got it from the middleman, and then decided to put Team Wade on the bottom, and then sign it on the side, like as if he drew this thinking picture. Straight
Facts.
scumbag shit. That's like fraud. I know in the art world, he probably got his ass
Yeah,
beat.
you could tell it's two different artists, two
They
different
never
people,
reached outside
two
either
different
because
penmanships. Yeah.
the CEOs grabbed it, so it never got even outside.
Jules, Wade is definitely wearing motorcycle helmets with binoculars.
Hey, Sarah, I know we had some technical difficulties the last time you tried to come up. Hopefully, we'll be
Same
all
when
right.
she's tried to come up on my panel recently.
So you need to connect your microphone or your mic before you can actually come up.
All right, so while y'all are trying to figure out all that shit, okay, so YouTube Streets Awards, it is still coming. I know I'm slacking, but here's trailer number 2 for the YouTube Streets
Yeah.
Awards.
Hey, yo, Plug, I don't know what you got going on tonight, but this shit is sick, you heard?
Richard? Oh, wow. Wow.
Not Sarah.
YouTube streets.
Hey, the YouTube
Boom
Streets Awards
just
is gonna be
caught me
lit.
off
Yo,
guard.
Plug, that shit's gonna go crazy. El
I
Plaga.
can't wait, man. I can't wait. That's gonna be
All right, pull the screen up. We got like 4 people backstage.
Oh,
Hold on.
goodness.
Yeah, we got 4 people backstage. Hold on. Wrong one.
YouTube streets, Ronnie Blue Eyes,
On
New
a
Age
Monday?
Plug, DVS, they pulling up on a Monday.
Yep, there we go.
All right, do one at a time. We'll start with you.
Sarcasm.
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 Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Sarcasm, how's it going? Good evening. Sarcasm, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Hey,
How are
what's
you guys
going on?
doing?
We're all right. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Cool.
That's great. Welcome to the YouTube streets. Thanks for riding with us.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What topics do you want to talk about? We're still on Wade Wilson now. We're going to some other ones, but what anything with Wade Wilson?
Dude, I have so much to say about he who must not be named.
Oh, please name. Please. I'm lost. Treat me like a 6th grader, please.
Like, I seriously, I'm just so over him. Like, seriously. And there's just so much hate and drama behind the scenes that as a woman, I'm like totally insulted by the shit that has been said. And oh, I'm sorry. Forgot I was on YouTube.
No worries. No, let me
No, you're good. You're good.
Real quick before we go any
said
further.
worse.
What are you sipping on? I want to know what's in the cup.
And are you a Wade
Wine.
wife? That's the number one question. We gotta
No,
ask
white,
this.
red or white? I'm just curious.
Pinot Noir.
Ooh.
And no, I am not a Wade wife.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's like reading the rights, you know.
No, I understand. I just feel like when it comes to him right now, the drama is still happening on TikTok. It's still happening in Reddit. It's all over the place. And as a woman, I feel like we should be lifting each other up instead of burying each other. And this, I don't know what happened with this evil monster to get so many women riled up to hate each other. Like, I don't understand that.
When we're all on the same side.
Right, exactly. Like, we are
Yeah.
all like, we're gonna just dismiss the Wade wives because that's a whole nother topic. But when
Right.
we have the drama on the same side of the fence, that's kind of scary to me. It's sad.
It happens all over the internet. It's
Yeah,
not just here.
yeah, I know. I just feel like, what
Well,
the fuck?
well, Griselda. To be fair, you're friends with Wade Wives, right?
I am friends with 2 people who were in communication with him. Yes.
Are
Okay,
they
just being
still,
fair. All right, keep
are they
going.
still in
You're
love?
friends with one too.
Whoa,
So
whoa. We're not gonna keep
Oh, hey, no, hey, I'm not the baby daddy. Keep saying you.
I didn't say that, but
Oh,
like
okay. Well, God,
like
that was a Reddit rumor.
I said you're friends with one. I didn't say you impregnated one. Oh my God. There's a
Well,
difference. But
yeah, like, okay, so when we had Courtney up, she came up, answered the questions.
That literally
We
hit
helped her
this.
channel. We helped her channel out too. She only posted
Yeah,
one
shout out
video
to
though.
Little Chicken Nugget. Quick question, right, Miss Sarcasm?
Yeah.
Is your name Kimberly by any chance?
No, it's not.
No. Okay.
No, I'm not ashamed. My name is Stephanie.
Stephanie. Oh,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
a nice name.
Nice to meet y'all too. Thank you for
A little
allowing
twang.
me on your platform.
Anytime.
You from the
Thank you.
West? You're over there in the West. I heard a little twang.
I'm on the East Coast.
Okay. All right.
I was born and raised in the Midwest,
Okay.
and the military brought me here, and my family, like my grandparents, are from Kentucky and Alabama, so I have a little Southern twang. And then my father lived in Wisconsin, so sometimes I get a Northern twang, and
Yeah.
I'm a fucking mutt, dude.
Oh, wow. Jeez. No, yeah, I get it. It's gotta be cultured some way, somehow.
Melissa's not a Wade wife. Laura, salute to Laura, by the way. But
We
yeah,
also have
Go
Maureen.
ahead.
I'm sorry, Miss Josephine is backstage. We're gonna pull her up.
Oh,
Hey,
Miss
Josephine.
Doubtfire, how you doing?
Oh,
It's Miss Doubtfire. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh shit. Good night, Miss
Hey,
Doubtfire.
Dude, she's a YouTube Streets favorite.
Oh,
okay.
man.
Everybody needs to be quiet so I can hear her accent.
How art thou, darlings? My darling
how you doing?
boys
Yeah. Yes.
and Stephanie
Free Karen Reed.
and Griselda. No, I'm not free Karen Reed, as you know. So stop, plug. If you keep saying free Karen Reed all the time, I'm going to unsubscribe. Do you know what I mean?
Oh shit.
It's hard stuff going on here behind my brain.
Uh-huh.
Free Karen and you, Ronnie. But you know, it's all debatable, and I love Laura because we had that huge interaction, didn't we? Like early hours of the morning for me, 8 a.m. all night, and then Laura and I had a interaction on Plug's channel about Karen Reed, and I don't know how many hours it went on for. I think
that was such a
Plug
good night, though.
edited it. Yeah, he edited it, I'm sure, you know, to bring it down to the bare, bones. But yeah, that was quite an interaction, and that was a few weeks ago. But I think you got a few, quite a few views, didn't you, Plug, on that one?
Oh, I don't know. I ended up having to take it down. You said too many curse words. You were drinking too much that night, Miss Walsh.
I wasn't drinking that night at all, you dimbag. No way.
Wait, what did you just call him? Because I want
As
to
I
steal
put
that.
my wine away.
A dimbag. Dimbag.
Dimbag.
Yeah.
Very not too
That's
bright.
my new shithead.
Well, it's just, what are you talking about? We made, you took it down. Why did you take it down?
Plug, you getting called out, man. What you
Why did you take it down, Plug?
Oh, I'm editing it up. I got to make it a regular video. There you go.
Oh
It
shit!
is up. I think it's there. It must be, but
Oh my God, where are you
everyone
from?
liked that. Everyone liked that live, from what I heard. You know,
I
there was a
love
few.
that live. That was one of the best lives there was.
Thank you, GVS. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, darling.
GPS. You just called him GPS.
GVS, I said.
She said DVS. Don't be a douchebag, all right? Don't be a dim bag.
Oh
Fucking
my God, I
idiot.
need to know where she's from.
The
I'm
British
actually
Isles.
Irish, but
Hogwarts.
Shut the fuck up.
Me too.
my parents moved to England, and I spent, both. They had a house in Ireland and over here, so we went back and forth. So I did schooling over there and here, and and we went and we lived abroad as well. So my English now, it's more English than it is Irish.
Yes.
If I go home, my Irish accent comes out straight away. I come back with an Irish accent. So
Oh, I know that feeling.
yeah.
Do you have like alter egos, like with the different accents? I heard there's like a thing where you catch like a different
Yeah, it's
personality.
weird. Yeah, it's weird. Like when I lived in Spain, I used to come back with a Spanish accent.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I'd be talking in English, but I'd have all the the affluence and the of a Spanish accent, but in English. And they go, "Why are you talking like that?" I just don't know. It's because I've been,
No, I
the
get
emphasis on the way they speak, and they speak really loud over there, and they shout and talk a lot.
Oh God, that sounds like us Americans.
Yeah, and the Italians do the same. They're really loud, and they shouting all evening. Because they have their dinners late at night, can go on for 3 or 4 hours, so they're all shouting to the high tops. But they're just talking. That's it. But over here in England, that's like, let's ring up the police because there's some violence going on or something.
That's what I'm afraid of. That's my dream vacation, is to go to the UK and to go
great.
to Ireland and to go to Scotland. And my thing is, I'm a very loud American, and they're going to be like, yeah, she needs to go to jail.
No, Americans aren't as loud as the Spanish and the Italians. It's just the way they are. They use their hands. They their voice is very strong.
So speaking of police brutality, let's change the subject. Speaking of police brutality, Robert Brooks, DBS, what's the update on that?
So I don't know if you guys heard about what's been taking place with Robert Brooks, but he was an inmate in correctional facility in
Marcy.
Sorry, he was a Marcy correctional facility.
Is he the one that was
brutally murdered by the COs, 14 COs, and this is something that just doesn't just happened. It happens on a regular basis. Anybody who goes through New York State Department of Corrections has and is a Robert Brooks. You deal with that every time you wake up in the morning. There's a possibility that you could possibly die from these COs, and they're in a league of how could I say, a society or and what is the word I'm looking for, plug? Because I don't want to say that they're a racist.
A fraternity.
It's a racist fraternity. That's exactly what the fuck it is.
Little social group.
It's Nazis on steroids.
And the charges are coming, right? That's what I was actually watching. Duty
Wrong. Yes, it was ruled as a homicide, so charges are definitely coming.
But then you got the COs now in the 10 facilities that are going on strike, so they're locking down the facility because there's not enough COs. So this is a retaliation for what took place, and all those COs that decided to go on strike know exactly what time it is, because if they allow for change to happen and they tie their hands, oh man, those COs are not going to have jobs any longer. They're going to put other people in there that can deal with that no hands-on shit. And then that's when the prison system changed for the worse. And I know it sounds crazy, but they kind of keep shit in line, but in a horrible fucking way. But
Jeez.
if they do change up and take away that, I guess, that fucked up power that they have, oh, it's gonna get crazy. I can see it already. It's about to get wild.
I agree with you 100%.
That was horrific, TVS, that video. I could only watch I couldn't watch the full.
So that happened to me. That happened. I didn't die, obviously, but I got beat up when I was in juvenile and Tryon residential. COs there, or the staff, we would call them staff YDAs, youth development aides. They're COs really in all actuality, but they had the same kind of temperature, the same kind of outlook on exactly what was taking place with Mr. Brooks. They were very hands-on. If they felt like you were opposite of what they were or whatever, they were on you. They fucked me up pretty bad. You know what I mean? They slammed me, knocked me out, rug burns, all kinds of stuff. So they're very brutal. And
I am so sorry that happened to you.
No,
Awful.
It is what it is, man. In those places, that's what take place. The fucked up part is when it took place, I told the nurse in the infirmary, right? Now, mind you, I'm like 13, I'm a juvenile, and these is big ass COs. They're rednecks, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like they're carrying around bales of hay and shit. They're strong fuckers. For them, I'm maybe like a $120 soaking wet. You know what I mean? If that. So for them to be, fucking slamming you and knocking you out and putting you in ankle locks and putting you in cuffs and rubbing your face into the rug and leaving you with rug burns, I went and I told the infirmary lady, and she said, I don't want to hear shit, go back to the cottage. And I decided to take matters into my own hands, man, and I got the fuck up out of there. I tried to cause physical harm to them, but they ended up causing physical harm to me. But I still got out of there, and then, that was the only thing I could do because nobody was listening. So, it happens. It's a real thing, and that's all the way from juvenile. So in corrections, you already know what time it is because the temperature is already set. You already the program already. So you're walking in a straight fucking line. Everybody that I see with their pants hanging off their asses and all that crazy shit, and they're talking crazy, I know for a fact they've never been up north. They've never been in New York State Department of Corrections. And it's crazy to say that, that's where you learn an etiquette of, carrying yourself as an adult or a man, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're coming from a juvenile kind of facility. So when you see dudes that wear their pants off their ass and all that, you could tell they never had no training from Department of Corrections. And I know that's a sad way of looking at things, but that's one way to tell. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never been nowhere. You ain't never been, put in your place. I've seen the worst of the worst reform and conform to what it is that them fucking crackers tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? They pull you out of line. They put you on the wall. You better not.
Thank you, BC girl. Thank you.
BC girl, thank you. Salute.
So, yeah.
Can I just interject for one moment?
Absolutely.
I'm so sorry. I hate to interrupt. This is your show. But I do, there's just a couple of things that I just want to share with you. Being that I'm a military wife, my husband, 20 years in the Army, but he also worked in the federal prison in Terre Haute, Indiana. And he was there when Timothy McVeigh was there and was executed. And I can tell you that not all COs are a part of that fraternity. My husband refused to. My husband doesn't play politics. He just doesn't. He didn't do it in the Army. He didn't do it as a CO. He didn't. So they're not all that way, but I do hear you, and I absolutely believe that it is the majority. But I can tell you that there are ones that are not.
No, absolutely. There are ones that are not, and they stick to that, and they stay in their lane, and they don't say shit.
Right.
So they're
they do their
actually,
fucking job.
and they condoning that shit. At the end of the day, whether they're not doing the shit and they're not saying shit, they're condoning the shit. Because I know there was other staff and other CEOs that wasn't really kind of with it, but they would definitely turn the fucking eye and keep the code of blue and keep the conduct of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. It's a paradox. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucked up situation where you can look at it from all situations and it's always gonna be fucking wrong.
You're right, and I agree with that. But I can also again tell you that my husband, we have there's a lot of things he doesn't share with me because of the PTSD. There's just a lot, and
fuck you, bitch. Shut up, you hoe ass.
Hold on, there was a dude named called the Don coming up. Hey, watch your mouth, boy. I'll slap the fuck
fuck
out of you,
you,
Don.
bitch, you fucking
fuck you, Don.
Who's that?
Some dude in the back. I can let him up for a second.
Big ass.
He's gonna say some racist slurs. Don't let him back up no more, DBS, because that's the next thing they'll do.
Yeah,
Bye.
I'll have to fucking kill a motherfucker.
But I'm pretty
Put
sure.
him in the
and
bathroom. Put him in the bathroom.
I don't mean to be like the bearer of bad news, or maybe this is just because the shit I've been through. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't, and they chalk it up to PTSD. But the real reason why they don't give you the story and why he doesn't say what's really happening in there, because he would have to say what he's going along with and why he's not doing nothing. And that's why he doesn't express that shit to you, because then you would look at him differently, because at the end of the day, he's still condoning it.
Oh no, my husband quit.
Oh, all right, probably because
he left. He let them know. The main thing that my husband doesn't talk to me about is war. But he's told me many stories of being a CEO, and that's what I want to hone in on right now. Is again, he doesn't play politics, and you have to play politics to be a respected. And I'm using air quotes. You can't see that, but I'm using air quotes to be respected as a CEO. And he wouldn't, and he would defend anybody who was in the right, whether it was an inmate or if it was a CEO, and it didn't matter to him. Because again, he didn't play politics. So what I want to convey to you is I am so very, very sorry about what you've experienced, because I don't have any knowledge of New York. I don't have that background, but I can tell you that not all CEOs are that way. They do not join the fraternity. They don't, and I'm calling it a fraternity because that's what.
Hold on 1 second. They said that the real Jesse's backstage.
Yeah, and I don't see the face, but hold on.
Shout out to the whole chat. YouTube Streets podcast.
It's a troll. It's a troll.
We'll be able to tell by the voice.
The camera was on though. The camera was on.
All right, go ahead, Jesse. Go ahead, Jesse.
Hey. So, since y'all are like so obsessed with me and Wade,
this is definitely not Jesse.
That's not Jesse. That is so not Jesse.
What up, Jesse?
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Okay.
Why'd y'all break up?
Oh man, I don't know what's going on tonight no more. We gotta hit a commercial break. We're gonna come back.
While you not us.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Hey man, I'm on Sharp Mountain though. Hey, I've been on the highest mountain. I got that lean by the fountain. More views than the people with 100K subs, but who the fuck is counting? Y'all shit keep on declining. I see the trolls still whining. I'm on that Miley Cyrus. That shit fucked up my signage. Left shot, right shot, then I spin the whole block and he gon' have vertigo. Make it like me, list like a vertical. Shell shock, this is my Ninja Turtle flow. Put you in a lead block like a figure foe. You the biggest pussy on that fro. Man, fuck the damn shit, I would never let it go. You a fake ass Nazi with a fucking Jew fro. And you got a glass mouth, man, where's your tooth go? Like do, yeah, where's your roof go? You got catfish by Ari, boy, you too slow. And I know you wanna eat Vivian's and poop hole. Man, fuck you and Jesse and your loopholes. If you feeling foggy, then leave, but use a tap hole. You could've had remorse, but use an asshole. Death to the wives and all of the trolls. I'm on the highest mountain. I got that lean by the fountain. I got more views than people with 100K subs, but who the fuck's counting?
I know they all be watching, but they all be declining. We sitting on the throne, YouTube streets, we reclining.
I'm back in this bitch. We know way turn his back on this bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna get his ass slapped in this bitch. And if I had a chance, get him clapped in this bitch. Yeah, he gonna get shanked in this bitch. Shoot you this brain and thank in this bitch. Unforgiving ain't give him rank in this bitch. Gonna leave him leaking like a lake in this bitch. So much money, Jesse raking this shit. Why he's locked up, they be fucking this bitch. Why he's on the phone with Amanda, she had to pause that shit while she sucking my dick. My bad, didn't mean to say that shit. Don't rewind that, don't play that shit. Man, voodoo dolls, you made that shit. Man, I hate that shit. Cold nights on death row, chilly, man, they gon' do him like Gilly's kid. Leave him wet like Willie. We don't stop that shit before Millie. They gon' get him on the ground like Gilly the kid. He got those tits like Jennifer Tilly. And my lungs all black, yeah, they look like Jay Millie. Pete's gon' take him out, only God willing. Daniel's gonna take him out, only God willing. I'm smoking on Wade Wilson. We mix with purple, purple. I know them snakes are chillin'. They chillin' in my circle. I've been on top of Shar Mountain. I got that lean by the fountain. We get more views than people with 100K subs, but who the fuck's counting? You say you a killer, but boy, you a rat. Your face looks like a damn desk in a class. Heard that the damn put dick in your ass. Let's get to that. Let's get to the thing, yeah. You a stupid bitch like Vivian. You ain't never gonna be a damn citizen. Heard Chris called you a minute man, cause you couldn't even last a minute, man. Within the air, let it hit the ceiling fan. Let me see your hands, what you stealing. Joe is still a man, it is not a trend. Shout out to the Reddit with the update. Small tentacles, yeah, we all up late. Leave them dead in the living room, is this living proof? I'd rather die than some of the shit we living through. For the pics and all the damn Seminole. Hit 'em with the semi-ass open like a Seminole. You think this shit be hypothetical? We done took away the funny residuals. AI generated criminals. I swear to God they can't get to you. It don't matter what case we on. We don't even have a damn Patreon. We don't even have fucking merch for y'all. Fuck you too, man, I work for y'all.
Yo, he's backstage again, bro. And now he's under Wilson.
Hey,
What up,
going
man?
on? Wilson.
Wait,
Hey, what's up? Hey guys.
Yo, come on.
I'm
What
about
you
to get
doing?
married.
It sounds like, what's that girl's name? Gypsy Rose. Is it Gypsy Rose?
No, it's Ari, dog. It's Ari now.
Yeah, it's Gypsy Rose. It's me. It's me.
No,
I finally grew my hair back.
I can see your lips.
Jesus.
Huh?
Picture.
Your lips would fit real good on Mr. Wilson's penis.
Hey, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
TMI.
Wilson.
Miss Rosie Lee.
Wilson.
Wilson, you came up here hot, man. What's up?
Yeah, what's up with you, man? What's your issue, bro? Why you trolling, dog? What's your issue?
Man, I'm just trying to hang out, man. I ain't got no friends, man. I was wondering if I could be in the streets, man.
Change your name. Change your name. Come back and change your name, man.
What's your real name, bro? We need your real name, bro.
Okay, I'll come back and change it.
Come back in a different character form and make sure it's fucking 21 with shit, right?
You're already holding pockets, man. You just got on the block. He's already holding pockets. Oh shit. Anyways, man, YouTube Streets Podcast, we here tonight. We appreciate everybody in the building right now. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for liking the videos. Let's get into this Luigi update. Luigi Mangione, he's got a website out there. He has made over $400,000 in donations. He's on a different level than Wade Wilson. Now let's get into what he had to say. Hold on, that's the wrong one. I got it.
Wow, that's a lot.
All right, DBS, go ahead and read that, bro.
I'm overwhelmed by and grateful for everyone who has written me to share their stories and express their support powerfully. This support has transcended political, racial, even class division as mail has flooded NBC from across the country and around the globe. While it is impossible for me to reply to most letters, please know that I read every one that I receive. Thank you again to everyone who took the time to write. I look forward to hearing more in the future. Luigi Mangione.
Wow.
Oh,
So
Luigi Mangione.
yeah,
Luigi
Luigi.
Mangione.
Yeah, Luigi. He's a fan favorite. I mean, in the street, prison politics, they don't look at him any different. I know a lot of people that are against killing in general, though. I know a lot of, usually women that are just against it. They don't support it. But he has more supporters than Wade Wilson right now. On a different level, you can write to him. He will read it. DBS is going to write to him for us, which
Wow.
I want to be able to read what you write. I'm just kind of worried. I don't want you to get all fanboyish, DBS, in the red letter.
Hey, listen, man. When I write it out, man, I'm just gonna send it, man, and you figure it out.
He's from Pennsylvania anyway. He's not from
Thank
New
you, Karen.
Karen Bridges, thank you.
So much, man. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. Hey, just letting you know. Oh, letting you all know your channel is the best. Thank you for all your hard work. Y'all the best. Thank you. And listen, as easy as it may look,
We appreciate you.
this shit is not easy at all. Shout out to Plug, man. He puts in most of those fucking hard working hours, and he does the damn thing while raising a family, being a full-time dad. So it's not easy, man. But Plug is the one with the best work ethic out of all of us. So shout out to Plug, man.
Oh, I hate the lovey gushy shit, man, but I appreciate it. I salute to you guys, man. You guys put in work too. Dad Gang, we in the building. YouTube Streets podcast, man. The next thing we're doing, I don't know if you guys are going to be really into this, the people on the panel right now, because we're going to be going into a little bit of Sebastian Rogers, the Lore Lounge interview. Seth Rogers and I want to react to it.
Okay.
Type it in DBS Lore Lounge. LORE and then lounge.
While we're waiting for that, when we were on break, that song that was playing, who was rapping that?
We actually got a guy named Dave rapping that.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, he does the A. Nah, I'm just playing. It's New Age Plug. Ronnie's actually is an artist too. So YouTube Streets Awards, you'll be seeing performances by Plug and Ronnie Blue Eyes.
Okay, that song was dope. Actually, I was like, oh, I need to get up and dance.
Plug is a beast, man. Plug is a mastermind, and the crazy part is, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. I mean, I'm there, back behind the scenes, right there in real time. He does these shits in like 5 minutes. I bullshit you not. On my life, on my kids, on life.
No, I believe that 100%. A real rapper can just throw some shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really an MC though. I'm more like just a artist. I try to do but we got another dude up here, Michael Dotson. Salute to you, man. What's up?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
This is the real Michael Dotson, right?
Yeah, the real Michael Dotson.
This is not Wilson, or the other alter ego that you decided to come in with. This is who you are, and this is what you say you are. Right?
I don't know what you're talking about. My name is Michael Dotson. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. How are you doing tonight?
All right, stay in character, brother. I like.
How you doing, brother?
Doing
yeah,
great.
bro. I don't have any friends either.
Yeah, me neither.
What's up?
You said you didn't have any friends earlier, and you wanted to come on the YouTube streets and try to make friends. So
that was Wilson. Now now me.
You're confusing me, bro.
Oh, now it's you. I don't have any friends either.
But in real life, we're fucking around with a real live wire here.
Now go ahead. I ain't gonna interrupt. I ain't gonna interrupt. I'm gonna behave. No problem.
What are you here for, Michael Dotson? Because he just
I'm actually a fan. I'm actually a fan. Yeah,
a lot of people are. A lot of people are. Thank you.
Yeah. I've been watching y'all for about 3 months. Just just thought I would fuck around tonight. So sorry for interrupting.
No, listen, man, it's cool. It's all fun. It's all fun.
Yeah, no, we appreciate you pulling up.
Yeah, but I'm gonna mic up and let y'all do y'all's thing, and if I you know feel like diving in, I will. All right.
Cool.
All right, brother.
Yeah, you do that, brother. All right. So,
Thank
shout out to Maureen Walsh. You already know.
you. Thank you.
Support.
I'm trying to renew my membership.
Love this family channel. Salute plug music is here.
Can you hear me?
Balls. Yes, we can hear you. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to renew my membership, but due to Apple, there's no join button on the YouTube app. You know the Apple new YouTube app, and I've lost my password. Every time I keep putting my password onto a website, onto a to sign in, it's not accepting me because that's the only way I can renew the. So there will be a delay, but I will be there.
Oh, I see it. Thank you, Miss Walsh. We see it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but anyway, there's $9.99 there for for the time being.
We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Love you all. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Love. Appreciate you.
Love.
I love her voice.
Yeah, me too. I always go back to Miss Doubtfire. It's like if Miss Doubtfire was real, like not like rock.
Wasn't that a man though?
No, I'm saying.
Wait a minute. Oh no.
No, I'm talking about like no.
We're talking about the real one. We're talking about the real one.
Robin Williams.
No.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
Oh.
But the real one.
I think we got caught, dude.
No, but the real one, like a real Miss Doubtfire.
The one that he replaced.
Yes, the one that he made up. Like you're the real living version of the one that he made up.
Oh really? Well, yeah. I probably never watched that previous film. I only watched the one where he dressed up as a woman and to mimic.
Or this is all love here. Or Dennis the Menace, the grandmother, the lady,
yes,
Mr. Wilson's wife.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a long time ago when I watched that film. But yeah,
we're showing our age.
Yeah, born in '85.
Make sure you guys rewind back for the Wade Wilson content. Rewind back because now we are moving into Sebastian Rogers content. Find Sebastian.
Let's go. Yeah.
So click that one right there, DVS, and you got to rewind to where you see Seth come on because they wait a long time before they start their live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome.
Never mind, they cut it.
I skipped
there you
this
go.
Accidentally, but there were some people who were saying that you taught her to drive when she was 16. Is that true?
No, I taught her to drive when she was 19.
19? Okay.
So for everybody context, that's Sebastian Rogers' biological dad. Now DVS, he's going to get into some stuff later on. He was talking about how him and he got animal therapy for Sebastian. I thought that was interesting. And there's some stuff in here that's kind of you might be able to get him on some contradicting or just got to pay attention.
All right, let's listen to it. Let's see what's happening.
I'm just again wrapping my head around some of these rumors. There's a lot of them. So as I
shout out to the Lore Lodge. I love that name, man. That's wild. The Lore Lodge.
So let me I just want to say this about the Lore Lounge. I love the Lore Lounge. I've always liked them, but
Lodge.
recently
Lore Lodge. Lodge.
Oh, Lodge. I don't know why I say lounge. It's like I say Chipotle instead of Chipotle too. But no, man, recently they started blocking everybody if you went in there with like just a B emoji, bro. And I think that's ridiculous. But besides that, the content's great.
No, yeah, I'm digging what I'm seeing, man. I love the name. If you really think about it, what do you do when you lure something? You hunt, you luring something.
Okay, it's not that deep, DVS. Continue.
All right.
understand it then. You met Katie when she was 12. You didn't really have any sort of relationship with her. And then around 18, something develops. So what led to that relationship developing?
She
How did you
turned
guys
18.
reconnect, I guess?
She moved out of her dad's house. I guess it was not a very friendly environment.
Okay.
And at that time, the aunt and uncle had got a place, and I was paying rent for my room there. And She moved in.
So you were renting a room with your former fiance at that point. Had you guys broken up? So your former fiance, you were renting a room from her aunt and uncle, and then Katie, in order to escape a bad situation at home, moved in with them.
Correct.
And how old was she at that time?
After 18, she moved out of her dad's house after she turned 18.
Okay, so
Wait,
you and
isn't
her
this
did not
her
live in the same
biological
place
dad?
until after she.
Yeah.
Well, not her. So this is her. He's talking about Sebastian's mom, Katie. So before she went on to be with Chris Proudfoot, she was with Seth, and that they had Sebastian. That was their child. And there's stuff that we figured out afterwards. During the divorce, I guess. I need to talk to DVS about this, but that paper that we reviewed with Queen Bee on here about the divorce, or it was a declaration, I believe.
Yeah,
I don't know if that went through. I don't know if that went. I forgot to follow up and see if that went through. That's all I want to say on that. But go ahead.
No, thanks for clearing that up.
She was 18.
Correct.
Okay, and did you have any sort of friendship or anything like that between the time that you met her and she turned 18?
No.
Gotcha. All right. So, do you have any idea where these kinds of rumors might have come from?
So they're trying to pitch him to be like some sort of a statutory rapist.
What?
Sounds like it.
Well, you think he was trying to set him up right there with a question like that?
Are you paying attention to the same things me, or what are you watching, bro?
No, I'm just saying because he said you saw between him and Katie.
What's the age gap?
No, so they're saying that he was in a relationship with the girl before. So in the beginning, they said something about her being 16, but he said no, 19 or 18,
18,
just above the legal limit. But then he tried to get him in a way where he was trying to get him to say, so you had no prior relationship with her before the age of 18, which kind of contradicts how they met. You know what I mean? So what he's doing, this is why I said I love this channel, man. I've never seen it before. This is my first time ever checking this shit out. But the Lore Lodge, that's a fucking fire name. And
Lore Lounge.
Lore Lodge, bro.
Yeah, but you avoid lawsuits when you say their name wrong. I learned that with Bullhorn Betty, but continue.
Bullhorn Betty? Hold on, where's Bullhorn Betty at?
Oh, I got it. This song, Bullhorn Betty, coming, brother. Just wait till we get a little bit through. I got some shit coming.
Stalking.
I run Bradenton, not her. She needs to realize that, but go ahead.
All right, put your people back in your pants. Chill out, bro.
And just FYI, DVS, I can barely
Daddy,
hear
chill.
you.
What?
Yeah, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, DBS.
Yeah, you need to up your mic, DVS.
Can you hear me now?
Max.
How about now?
Yes.
We can hear you. We can hear you now. And turn him up too. Turn this video up. Put the subtitles on.
Am I speaking too loud, DVS? Because I can lower my volume.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
You sure?
You're good. Now, you're good. You could do the kids' laundry now, Miss Doubtfire. Thank you.
No, don't do that.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Cheeky little runt.
No, right. All right, let's get into
Is there any basis to that? No.
Now, pay attention to the guy in the bottom right hand corner. The guy with the bald head.
That's his handler. That's Seth's handler.
I don't know. He was shaking his head a few times. I don't know. I didn't know how to correlate the two, but thank you for pointing that out.
I don't trust him.
It's just like Jake with Mila. Hey, dude, it's just like when Mila was doing those interviews and Jake or Lorenzo was right next to her and they were bumping her, bro. It's the same thing with Tony. Is that Tony Mathis right there?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, are we talking about the guy in the green? And the old scary looking man is the handler?
Yeah, the old guy on the right's the handler. The guy in the green, that's Sebastian's dad.
Okay.
Not media trained. The guy on the right's media trained.
Okay, I got you.
So Aiden, let me jump in here because there's some more to the story.
Look.
You're not going to know what to ask. She turned 18 at her father's home, and which gave her the ability to move out of that home. She remained close to the aunt and uncle of his old fiance because she'd been their babysitter for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Seth remained close to them.
Thank you, JM.
He and the fiance had broken up, obviously.
Thank you,
So
Irony.
Katie moved in at 18 in an upstairs bedroom, and she began to show some interest in Seth. And it kind of broke my heart because I asked him if he was surprised when she showed the interest in him. And his response to me was, I was. And I said, why? And he said, because she could have had anybody she wanted. And I was surprised that she chose me.
Mhm.
And I said, well, what happened after that? And he said, well, I told her that I wasn't interested back at the time. And I said, well, if you were surprised because you felt like she could have had anybody she wanted, then why were you not immediately interested back? And he said, well, she was in a relationship. And I said, oh.
Red flag for anybody, right?
Yeah, who is that talking?
Yeah, who was it?
His handler or his
No.
speaker?
Yeah, I'm not sure who the guy on the right. Does it say it at the top? Oh yeah, that's Tony Mathis. Yeah, so the guy on the right's Tony Mathis.
Okay.
And who is Tony Mathis?
I think he's a YouTuber, right? Listen, someone in the chat, give me a detail. That's what I think he is.
Yeah,
So
but
this
I
girl
can't.
isn't
kidnapped?
he in conjunction with Seth anyway? He's like one of his like group that does all the media and all that crap.
So just for
Green
a backdrop,
team.
just for a backdrop, Seth Rogers is a highly autistic young man that
Sebastian
sorry,
Rogers.
sorry, yeah, that's Sebastian. Not I'm on about the father. I think
Yeah, the
one on
father
the
Seth.
right
The father
in the
Seth, and then
corner,
there you go.
Sorry,
he's
Sebastian
part of
Rogers.
his media team, part of his group. Part of the father's group.
Yeah,
So
the
no.
green team.
So somebody was referring to
Yeah, like what? I'm sorry. I'm
So,
sorry, y'all. I
highly
just trying to get the
autistic boy
context.
named Sebastian Rogers. He went missing. Allegedly, there's a lot of things that led up to people to believe something different. There was scents that dogs picked up that were in a nearby lake or some kind of reservoir, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was debunked though.
Yeah, that was debunked. Yep.
That was debunked. There was also some rumors.
Construction.
There were some other things that were said that he ran away with no shoes on. He left all his electronics. It seems very funny because the mother's story and the father's story, stepfather. There's a lot of other things that were put in the mix. So we're trying to figure it out because he's been gone for almost a year now, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It was February the 27th.
So his year anniversary of missing is coming up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the anniversary of my father's death.
Damn,
I'm so sorry to hear that.
And
Thank
it's
you.
also the time that Jennifer Soto in up near Tampa.
Yes, and Maddie.
Yeah, she went missing on the 28th, but they found her body and she died on the 27th overnight by her mother's boyfriend, who's up for capital murder, which is a case I think YouTube Street should bring up because it's a really big case.
Yeah, she actually was.
And she had autism as well. She was on the spectrum with ADHD.
Well, that's what they say. That's what they say. That's a whole case that I am way deep diving into, and she actually
This is the mother of Sebastian Rogers you're talking about, right?
No, this is.
Yeah, we moved on. We'll go back.
We'll
stop.
go back.
Bring it back. DVS, press play.
What age was he abducted at?
She had a boyfriend, and he said,
15.
well, actually, she had two boyfriends. And I said, what?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yeah, she had a boyfriend that was about her age, and she had another boyfriend that was older than I was that had a wife and two children.
Oh, geez. Seth, not that I don't believe you, Tony, but just Seth, can you give me a nod or something if is he telling the truth?
He is.
I know this is a very difficult subject for you. That's why I'm not trying to press any. I just want to make sure that we're getting the corroboration.
I can see why Tony Mathis is explaining it for him because it sounds crazy just by him saying it. So if he had to say it and he knows it sounds crazy, he would never be able to say the story correctly. So I can see why he's kind of there if you catch my drift.
Operation here, and Tony, I do believe you. I just people are going to want to see it from Seth as well. So
I'm not trying to sling mud at anybody.
I know. So, but I did just want to get in, the opportunity there for the sake of the audience. So Tony, if you want to continue.
Well, and what Seth has a problem with is his MO has been not to come out and sling mud. But we've been put in a situation where in order to address some of these outlandish rumors, we've got to dig into the real facts. And unfortunately, the real facts are not pretty. So, we didn't choose this. None of this helps find Sebastian. But if we're going to lay all the cards out on the table, then, sometimes you have a 2 and 7 offsuit and the hand's not very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think just to add in there, it is unfortunate that we're.
That's that fucking gamble talk, man. It's half-ass, you know what I mean? Like, take what I'm giving you and fucking move on. You know what I mean? It's a little gangsterish. It's like, yo, this is what you're getting, man. Take what you got.
Yeah,
I think
I see that, but playing devil's advocate, as a mom, if anything happened to either one of my children, I don't think that I would be able to be coherent enough to have a solid interview. I would definitely have to have a spokesperson.
But this dude does but we got to
Yes.
remember, Seth does a StreamYard once a month, and he does it, and he makes a lot of money, and then he does it like once a month. In my personal opinion, but I'm not in his shoes either, but I couldn't go on StreamYard if my kid's missing, bro. I just can't.
You're right. You're right.
I got 2 kids. I'd be looking everywhere I could possibly fucking think of other than being on YouTube. I mean, maybe once, but
Amen. I got 2, and they're both grown, but I have a baby grandson, and if anything happened to anyone in my family, not just my children, but anyone, I would be so hardcore focused on trying to find them that I would have to have a spokesperson because I'm either going to be in a mental ward because I can't handle it, or 2, I'm going to be too fucking busy out there looking. And so I'm going to have a spokesperson because I'm not going to have time to talk.
This is almost a year after everything is said and done. This interview was put out 4 hours ago. So this is done sometime recently done. You know what I mean? This is, I want to say, within the last 30 days, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong, but usually that's how it goes. You get the content, you release. You don't hold on for too long. So I don't see this being very old. You know what I mean? So for him to still need the spokesperson, I don't know. I think it kind of takes away from legalities of certain things in a way. I don't know. Maybe in his mind.
Could.
I don't think it's a great idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see your point.
I don't trust that creepy man in the far right hand. But he looks like the kid might be under his bed or something. Have we made a call?
Whoa! Allegedly. Salute to DB Bentley for the sticker.
Allegedly.
$50. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Oh shit! Shout out to the chat. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much, DB Bentley. Always looking out. Always looking out. Holy
Everybody
shit.
tonight too. I appreciate everybody that's donated tonight, and the memberships too. There's that. I appreciate that. An irony. BC girl.
My apologies.
No, you're good. No, we're just, hey, dude, that's just us reacting. You can say whatever you want, bro. We just do woes because it's funny. Like DVS will say something crazy, I'm like, whoa.
My bad.
Heal up now. Heal up.
I think the one way this does help find Sebastian and why we wanted to, provide this scenario to help kind of clear the air a little bit on some of these things is because I think when people get too wrapped up in these rumors, they start to put their focus in the wrong place. They'll focus in on people that are, unproductive locations to spend their time and their
Focus
energy.
should be on Sebastian. Sebastian is the one missing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Agreed.
And hopefully through clearing the air from some of these questions, people will stop wasting their time in the wrong areas and get back to focusing on Sebastian.
Yeah, I think that's this is the conversation you and I have had. Is I think that I understand that there's a lot of I understand that you don't want to sling any mud, and I think that's admirable, and I respect you for it. I just think that at the same time, there have been a lot of accusations sent your way, and in order to clear your own name, there may be times where you have to say things that it'll have to be left up to Katie to come out and respond to.
They talk about Queen Bee.
We're in a
No, Katie. That's his.
No,
Sebastian's-
I know, but when he's talking about there's been allegations pushed your way, they're talking about Queen Bee.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
We're living in an alternative
Mm-hmm.
universe, like we talked about today, Aiden. You don't have to provide proof of the accusations, but you want proof from the person you're accusing that it didn't happen.
Yeah.
How does that even work?
Yeah, you can't prove a negative. And that's I've seen a lot of that also as people have been demanding from me, well, prove he didn't say it. And I'm like, I asked you to prove he did. You can't ask me to prove he didn't. That's not how this works.
Right.
It's the unfortunate part of this being so broadly on the internet. But now that we've kind of drilled through that, and I think that's cleared up a lot of your perspective on it and your history of it, Seth. I want to kind of fast forward a little bit through towards the end of your relationship with Katie, because I know I don't know what the details of your marriage were like, and I don't necessarily think that they're entirely relevant to Sebastian disappearing or to any of the rumors I've seen. But a lot of people accused me when I put out
Now, DVS, when it comes to a kid missing, isn't everything relevant? Because aren't we trying to find a kid and every clue is a clue? Like, isn't their relationship right
There's
or
a
no?
process of elimination that you go through to make sure that whatever it is that you're focusing on is what it needs to be focused on. It's not frivolous and fucking taking up space. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure they were deducting what doesn't make sense and what does. So that's what I think he means.
I mean, to a parent, everything's relevant.
Yeah, but first things are bullshit. So
And who's the gatekeeper on this?
And what do you mean by that?
Well, who writes the rules of this? Like, oh, you can't, aren't you supposed to try to find Sebastian? That's the goal, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you have to study everything about him. You have to actually get into his footsteps.
No, but you got to remember, we said in the beginning when we went through this case and we really looked at the things that we're looking at now, all this shit is bullshit, bro. It's fucking roadblocks and deterrents to take the focus off of something that they're missing. So I get what you're saying. The fact that they're not weeding out the bullshit is what's pissing me off. You know what I mean? Let's get to the fucking facts.
Let's get to the facts. Like in California, when the Proudfoots lived in California, what happened to Sebastian when he was there? He was molested by an older boy. Did you all know that or not?
Whoa, do you have paperwork on this, Miss Walsh?
Yes, there is paperwork.
Whoa.
And yes, there is.
She's former military and police. I don't think she would come with not facts.
Is it allegedly by the creepy man?
I've got facts, and
and
that is a fact.
Everybody understand what's going on.
Just to build on top of that, they share more information overseas than they do here. And I'm just gonna play it honest with you. Our media is censored 100%. And so I get a lot of my news from the UK because they have more information than we do here.
You do the BBC and
he was about
Al
8
Jazeera?
years of age. He was about around 8 years of age, and he had a friend used to come round to visit him, boy, who was about 14 or older, about around 14, 15, who molested Sebastian.
Oh,
wow.
In California, when they lived in California, the Proudfoots,
That's
which
wild.
is, and then, and that came out of Seth's mouth.
Let's get back into it. He might mention something like that in the near future. It seems like he's really giving a rundown. So
yeah, and that's why they left California.
On the
And went
case, on the
back
story, and
to-
everything. of not looking hard enough at
He
you.
said Tennessee they went back to.
They went back to Tennessee, yeah.
What part of Tennessee?
It's almost on the border of what's the next county down? Next state down.
Memphis,
Georgia.
Their landfill is not in Tennessee. It's on the border. It's the next
Mississippi,
next state
Mississippi,
down.
Mississippi, or
Yeah,
Arkansas.
Mississippi. It could be Mississippi or it could
Yeah,
be.
because
Yeah.
we're like.
state borders Tennessee too.
No,
All right.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you.
And one of the things we did really drill down into when we were looking at you was your divorce. And that was where it seems like all of these claims about you being physically abusive to Sebastian came from. And as I looked through it, I read through the paperwork, what was available, and I saw a lot of claims made. I also saw the explanations you gave on several podcasts. The inciting incident, I guess, being this time when you were going to take Sebastian swimming and Sebastian wouldn't clean his room. And then there was a little bit of an argument between you and Sebastian. He ended up, for lack of a better term, throwing a tantrum, slipped. The way you told it was that he, if I'm not mistaken, is that he slipped on a Hot Wheel or something like that, started falling towards a door frame. You reached out to grab him. He ran downstairs and told Katie that you hit him. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. So that obviously.
Wow.
Why is he feeding him information instead of asking questions?
Well, I think he's going to follow up. I think he's following up. Let's give him a chance to get into the dig in. He's presenting, and I'm pretty sure he's going to dive in and try to open it up and get into it. See.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No worries.
And there is nothing that comes of it, from my understanding. There were no restrictions to your custody time, no supervised visits, nothing like that. It was just you and Katie each had custody of Sebastian, correct?
Yes.
So were these claims that you had hit Sebastian unfounded?
Wait.
Okay,
they
so
had
you had not
joint
hit him.
custody.
This was something he told Katie. She had not.
Split custody.
Yes, joint custody.
Okay, thank you.
Witnessed you hitting him.
Correct.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I understood that. Another issue with that, I guess, there were a bunch of people who were saying that there are CPS claims against you. We know that there are at least 2 against Chris.
Hey, salute to everybody's birthday tonight, by the way.
What?
I've seen like 3 people's birthdays tonight, Jules. Salute, congratulations.
Yeah, shout out to all the birthdays, man. What a day to be alive, man. We're in 2025.
That was something that was not disputable. He had also lied about how many there were. That was not in dispute. But in your case, you have categorically denied ever hitting Sebastian. So
yes.
These stories, were there ever CPS agents sent to your house?
There was one time in California. This
is with the molestation that you were talking about?
About to find out.
Well,
before the divorce, Sebastian's room was dirty and his bed needed to be made. And I told him he needed to clean his room, make his bed, or I was going to beat his ass.
Whoa, and this is autism. He has autism, bro. You don't talk to.
I hate corporate.
That is really hard to understand.
Child. It's
Yeah, for a badass kid that's
autism.
No, we're not talking about autism. We're talking about like a badass, coherent kid, just like one of the
Jesus, can we get some
80s kid? That's
talk that shit. This is not 1960. Where
autism. You don't talk to kids with autism.
A kid is slapped round the face for being naughty. It's 2024.
Then it's the menace you can talk to like that.
The problem is we need like he is so Southern, and I love Southern. Man, I live in the Southern states. I need a clarification.
But
let's
you
hear. Let's
can't
hear.
give.
I need
You
some,
All right,
I
all
need a
right.
clarification of what he's saying because
You can't
I
give
don't
children a whipping.
understand.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
You
We're gonna
can't
let it.
get a
Hey,
belt
Miss Walsh.
out to a
Walsh.
child.
Miss Walsh. Hold on. We're gonna
Hey,
let
hey,
him
get
talk.
control. Hey,
Sorry,
get control of
honey.
the. Hey, wait a minute, DVS. Get control of the panel, bro. What are you doing?
You need
I'm
to just sit
sorry.
back and
Yeah,
relax.
sorry, I'm
Chill
speaking
out.
too much.
Me too.
Play this
Me
video.
too.
My God.
Figure it out.
I'm
Now,
speaking too much.
I'll get a bit angry when the corporal punishment comes in.
Oh,
You know,
Teacher,
the
and I said
hitting,
I
the
was going to beat his
smacking,
ass.
the belt,
mm,
all that. I
CPS
can't
showed up at my
stand it.
house, spoke to them. They came into the
Oh,
house. They checked out his room. They checked out the fridge. They checked out the pantry. They made sure that there was food in the house and all that stuff. And they were like, well, this is what was said. And I told them, I accept that. I used the wrong verbiage with my son. It was to get him to clean his room, make his bed. I never had to do it. He did it. And we went back to doing what we do. Play video games, go swimming, watch movies.
Aiden.
So
there's a hiatus here because in order to teach his son about cleaning up and getting told off by the school, what did he do with his child? He made him watch some game, which is how kids like a video game, which was violent, and he showed him what violence was. That
Yeah,
was
so
his
yeah, that's
way.
how. Yeah, she's saying that when the Punisher was, he showed Sebastian Mortal Kombat. So he played
Yes,
Mortal Kombat, and he's like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what's gonna happen to you if you keep being
that
bad.
is
And
what
bro,
violence is.
we know how
Yeah,
bad Mortal Kombat, and we know how detailed it is, DVS. How
oh,
detailed the violence is and the blood, and it's bad, bro.
yeah,
But also, you can't
wish
trust
my game.
TCS can be wrong. I mean, they should investigate a lot more thoroughly than they did.
both sides. On both
you
sides,
think?
in my opinion. Yeah.
What up, a
Any
homie?
parent
Hang out,
ever threatened to
salute.
beat your ass for doing or not doing something?
Multiple times, and none of it was ever actually literal.
Yeah, I mean, I received the same threats.
Yes.
So, I it's California.
But not for a child with autism, bro.
No
No,
way.
this
Yeah,
this
I'm sorry, I
this
gotta
is
there's
this
a
is
way.
like unheard of. This
There's
this
a way
case
you have to
is I'm sorry. I'm just gonna cut you off because I'm rude.
Go ahead.
But it is the thing. As a mother, and because my daughter specializes and is certified to treat autism and other patients. My daughter has taught us a lot about that. And the fact that they're claiming that he just wandered off and
All right, you're
they
wandering off now.
they
Hold
don't,
on, time out,
they,
time out. You're
what?
wandering off right now. Just
No,
chill
no,
out.
no. Go ahead.
Listen,
What?
relax just for a second. And I'm not being rude. I'm just saying. So I just want to say, like, we know the facts that he had autism, and we know that the way he said what he said to him is definitely not okay to deal with an autistic child on any level, whether it's on the low spectrum or high spectrum. There is a different interpretation of how they perceive things, so you definitely want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And this is just general knowledge that any compassionate human being or parent should fucking understand. You know what I'm saying? If you understand pets and animals, you should definitely understand autism. You know what I'm saying?
I can't stop laughing, dude. I just started.
DVS.
All right,
I'm
Miss
not
Walsh, you're
surprised,
next. You're
but
next. Go
at
ahead.
the end of the day,
I'm gonna give let Miss Walsh
think
talk. I give her y'all. Let Miss Walsh talk.
Give me
I
some
give her 5
flavor.
seconds. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Give me some flavor, baby. I had a brother, autistic and non-speaking. He died when he was 15. He was
Oh, I'm
our
sorry, Miss
angel.
Walsh.
I'm sorry for
He was
that.
he was our angel. He
They
never
all
spoke.
are. Every last one of them are.
Yeah, he never spoke. And my work experience at school was I had a primary school, and then next door was the special school for my brother. Every break time, there was a crisscross wide fence between him and me, and we just put our hands together and hold hands in between a fence.
I'm sorry.
Do you know what I mean? As if he was put in prison or something, that he wasn't allowed in my school. And so I as a work experience, I worked there. I worked in the school for the deaf and blind. I went to university for that, and I worked in a special school for the deaf and blind.
I have dark humor. I'm so sorry. I can't stop laughing.
Why you keep booting everybody? You're horrible, bro. Anyways, back to this.
Holy
Press play.
shit.
Press play, man. Just press play.
Shit.
Please, man. Just please, dude. I can't. Dude. Hey, sorry, bro. Whoever you are, too, man. You're out of here, too, bro. Now just press.
I
the
know a
fucking
young
button.
man who did not have his dad threaten to beat his ass at some point.
Well, in the part of the country that we grew up in, which is Southwest Missouri, Southeast Kansas, it's considered the conservative Bible Belt, the Midwest, the 4 states.
Mhm.
I mean, it wasn't uncommon for your mom or your dad to say that. And, the translation there was, if you don't do that, whatever that is, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
It even as a kid, growing up, we didn't look
All
at
right,
that
dude.
as
Respectfully,
zero.
Tony Mathis, I don't want to fucking hear you, bro. I didn't fucking listen to this interview to have to listen to Tony fucking Mathis, bro. They should have just got Tony Mathis on this fucking damn interview. What the fuck? That's the first thing. Now continue.
We're actually going to get our ass beat.
Yeah.
You're going to get grounded. You're going to get your bike taken away, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I was never afraid of getting suplexed onto the concrete. I was a little worried about a wooden spoon.
Pause it real quick. Ms. Wall, we'll bring you back up. DVS has sensory issues, right? And so his mother was an alcoholic, right? So anytime that he gets that feeling, he has to. What do you mean? This is what we you want. We ain't talk about what's behind the scenes, bro.
All right, come on, go ahead.
We're just trying to get the truth out there. Why you have to, boot everybody off the panel sometimes. This is the YouTube street. Sometimes they raid the streets and you got to go up in your house. Sometimes they lock the whole, streets down. So, but we'll invite everybody back up. Just give us 10 minutes to reset. It was too much for us. So we were having flashbacks. I feel I was at Peggy's Corral again, and my sister was in a wet T-shirt contest. So let's go, bro.
That was about it. And that was more likely to come from probably my mom.
Yeah.
Very Italian.
Yeah, I was never in fear of being curb stomped, but maybe like hit on the arm or something, sure. But that's generally when, something was trying to be communicated that was not sinking in.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's also, I was not aware that was before the divorce. So that's good to know as well. Speaking of these abuse claims, there is a claim going around that CPS said that you were borderline abusive.
No, that was actually stated by the judge during our divorce, because she stated that I was borderline abusive because I had dinner at 6, shower time at 7, bedtime at 8.
This was the judge who said that was borderline abusive.
The routine itself was so.
That's wild.
So structured, it was borderline abusive.
Okay, but this same judge did not impose any restrictions on your custody rights.
Correct.
Okay. What? You gave me a look.
Oh no, I'm just shocked that the judge would consider that
was
borderline abuse.
California.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is that borderline abuse when? I mean, it is early. 80 is fucking early.
Every state's different and it's subjective, right?
But
the Bible Belt states are different too. I don't know.
I'm just saying, juvenile hall is like that. If that's considered abuse, then shit, the shit they was doing to us and putting, you know what I mean? That's abuse then, because everything's on a schedule. Everything. I don't know.
California.
Even still, considering that, like, I don't know. Part of the thing that's coming into my mind right now is I just watched an episode of House where the entire point of the episode was a young boy who had mental difficulties, and the whole thing was the parents had quit their job in order to take care of him, and they had an extremely structured daily schedule because of what was benefiting him.
Oh, so sometimes people with special neurological needs might benefit from structure, is what you're saying?
Yes,
Shocking.
shocking indeed.
I'm stunned. You know,
And I'm stunned that in a state like California, they wouldn't, have maybe recognized that. But I don't know.
well, it's California.
Yeah, fair enough.
Speaking of California, because a lot happened in California,
Oh, here we go.
That man Seth Rogers was sweating for a bit just now. He was going through it.
You had said on, I believe, the Pascal show, and I think you also mentioned it.
Well, we got to
on
remember his son's
TV
missing, bro. At the end
or-
of the day, I hate to play devil's advocate on that.
No, absolutely. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't like to hate. I don't hate to play those, but we have to. Like, come on, bro. We're not in his. At the end of the day, me and you, right now, we're not in his shoes, bro. I know you were previously this year, but a different situation. But your kid was missing.
No, it wasn't high functioning though. You know what I mean? It was in a different scenario. But if circumstances would have been like this, it would have been a lot different. But not the same circumstances.
Thank God Sebastian ain't in New York too, because New York kids are like adults there almost. They're like getting involved very early there.
Yeah, no, they grew up quick. You have to, man. It's wild.
One of the local news stations that there, and again, this is going to be a difficult one to talk about, and I understand that, but that something had happened with Sebastian when he was, I believe, 7 or 8 years old, and an older boy who was around the age of 30.
Here we go. This is what Ms. Walsh was going to speak of.
Yeah, Miss Walsh. Yeah, this is good. Thank you for mentioning this earlier.
Yep. Shout out to Ms. Walsh, man. And I think
I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this at all.
Ms. Walsh could have stayed, man. Sarcasm. She was a little too tipsy, man. So you got to go home.
13, and that this resulted in Sebastian going into therapy, and this had its own cascade of events. So, am I correct in saying that there was an incident?
Did you get her Uber, bro?
Chris
Make sure you get her Uber first.
Allowed Sebastian to be alone.
I'm not allowed up for some reason because she talks.
No, you good. Whoa. I don't know what took place just now. Definitely didn't.
Miss Walsh, man, you got it. You're on air, Miss Walsh.
Am I here?
Airing us out.
Yeah, you're here. You're here.
What? Well, you could have told me. I thought you kicked me out.
The sarcasm's still here. She just got to tone it down just a tad.
Well, listen.
Am I
We got
sarcastic?
a Uber coming for sarcasm. So just sit tight.
I love sarcasm, don't you? It's so
not so much for me.
Where was the sarcasm though, DVS?
It wasn't really.
No, it's an account.
Explain.
The lady's name was sarcasm. The other lady.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're fine. I know it's a confusing night. It's a very confusing night. We get it. We're
sipping
learning.
on the wine too, huh, Miss Walsh?
Sorry, my love.
You've been sipping on the wine too.
No, I have not. I've had the flu for about 5
The
days.
Robitussin or the Buckleys.
And don't stop telling everyone that they're sipping on this and that just because you may not have a drink, or you don't like it. You just want to do the green.
Absolutely, man. That's the devil water is never a good thing. Stay away from the devil water. The green is always where you want to be. You know what I mean? That's where I like to stay anyway.
Well, I can't do it because it over here it's illegal and I'd lose my driving license. So there you go.
Oh shit! Oh man. Okay, all right. Let's get back into it.
Boy,
Yeah.
Who committed an act of abuse against him.
Yes.
Okay. And was this child punished in any legal way?
No legal way. The only thing I was able to do was actually get the deputy sheriff that was involved in the case in contact with the psychologist that at the school that the child went to.
Okay.
So that way they could protect the rest of the.
Oh, so because they were in the same school settings with the same kind of disabilities and probably under the same you know, classification when it comes to IEPs or whatever. You know, there's no way to pretty much, you know, put him as being liable for making no decisions. It would actually fall on the facility for not, um, you know, protecting Sebastian and keeping the other student or whoever it was in, you know, a person's
Yeah,
view at times. He's supposed to have some sort of one-on-one. You
they're
know,
in a different sector, you know, for special needs or you know, extra help. So they won't put in a normal class like, you know, your general children.
Yep.
The children that he was in contact with, so that hopefully it wouldn't happen again.
But they had not pressed. Chris and Katie didn't press charges.
I was told that I couldn't press charges because of the age difference.
Who?
Because this is what the deputy sheriff.
There you go.
Interesting.
Told him
This was going to be the next question I asked you, if you want to go for it.
that the child was under the age to be prosecuted.
Okay, so the deputy told you the child was under the age to be prosecuted.
Correct.
It's interesting because the following year, or not, maybe not the following year after this had happened. No, yeah, the following year after this happened, California passed a law that said even children under 12 could be prosecuted for the crimes that you described. So I'm not familiar with the California laws in 2017, but in 2018, they made a law that this was something that could be prosecuted for children as young as like 8 or 9, depending on the circumstances.
A late dollar short.
Yeah. So there's a statement you had made on another show where you had said you wanted to leave California.
That's a touchy subject. I ain't gonna lie to you, DBS.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. Like,
I don't either. I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what to say, bro.
that young man, there's something had to be done to that child for that child to be doing that to somebody else, man. That's really what's taking place, man. That's some sort of, if it's not a deviant, right, behavior that's just, you know,
Yeah.
Some kids are Damien, you know. I'm just saying respectfully. I've been around some fucking wild ass kids. I grew up in the system. I know. And then, you know, you got some that are it's a learned behavior, something that is done to them. They're a victim of what it is that, you know, they're doing to
Possibly.
others. So I'm just, you know, it is a very touchy subject because.
But also, you know, you can look at someone who's had nothing wrong with his upbringing, but look at someone vulnerable and then take advantage of that vulnerability.
Yeah, that's a gene, I believe. That's some sort of genetic.
It's not always by design or
predators.
You know, their upbringing.
Wow.
It could be just an opportunist, you know, who wants to, you know, test his ground, you know, with sexuality, and then that could be just the, you know, the basis for this child is vulnerable and he doesn't really know what he's doing. So I'll take.
I can't get jiggy with that. I'm sorry, but we
two different spectrums. There are two different.
Well, let me tell the chat real quick. Anybody in here that's a younger crowd, just to let you guys know, we got Central C's grandmother in here, Miss Walsh, Miss C, Miss you know, this is Central C's grandmother. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Oh shit! I like that. Like, that's nice. Let's get right into it.
The laws regarding a 10-year age difference, and this was taken by a lot of people to mean that you were, for some reason, upset that that people under a certain age couldn't be interacted with in certain ways. The way I read it when I saw the video was you were saying that you wanted to get out of California because they protect those kinds of abuses if the age gap is under 10 years.
Yeah. My son didn't get any type of justice for what happened to him.
Now it's funny, these guys, okay, and we're reacting to your stuff, so we don't want to get a strike for this. So full credit to you, Lower Lounge, but you're contradicting what you said earlier when you're like, well, this is all like they were talking about irrelevant stuff. We haven't heard anything that would help a step forward in the Sebastian Rogers case They're saying a bunch of shit that's
So
irrelevant
no,
right now.
this
So
is
that
not
and their
irrelevant.
no, it isn't. I don't think it is, but in their definition, it is, and what they said earlier, it is.
So I believe it is relevant. As hard it is to hear it and then have to, digest this. I think this is relevant. I believe that this has influenced maybe his judgment and the way he deals with things, trust issues, all those kind of things. So I do believe that it's very important to understand what it is that took place because this will shift anybody's life. Autism, no autism, you know what I mean? Like, it will shift your shit. So I think it's very important that we understand that too.
And then California sort of made it worse by downgrading it from a felony to a misdemeanor, even if a 21-year-old and a 12-year-old have something happen.
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
So that's I wanted to make sure that I understood it the way you had meant it, because to me it was very clear that you were talking about the fact that California does not protect children.
No, they don't.
So after this event, this is what I said. This had a cascade of effects. After this happened, I know Sebastian went into therapy, but you had expressed, I think, on the Pascal show back in March or April of last year that you were not satisfied with the therapy he was receiving. Correct?
The lady that was his therapist was not properly trained in how to take care of a child that had been.
You don't have to say it. I think everybody understands what happened.
There's particular types of training you have to have in order to help the child, and she didn't have it. And that really upset me because you can't just go to a therapist and, if they don't have the proper training to help you get.
So that's very true. If you don't catch it within a certain amount of time after the trauma has been, done, it's very hard to, get that person back. They fall too deep into sorrows, depression, bad habits, coping mechanisms, all these things. Over time, it'll take place. It'll happen if you don't address the issue while the cut is fresh. You know what I mean? So I feel what he's saying because that's detrimental to any kind of recovery or fucking.
And you've got to remember that Seth wasn't in California. He was in Tennessee when the molestation went on.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he had an understanding of what they were giving him or how they were trying to accommodate him for whatever it is that took place. It's just the effort just doesn't seem like it was there.
Well, because he was in another state. I mean, he only found it through social services.
Yeah, they won't tell you.
He only found that out not through. He didn't find it out through the Proudfoots at the time.
Of course not.
That he'd been molested. He found out years later.
Through something.
Yeah, as someone who's been through therapy, I understand. I was in therapy at the same age that Sebastian would have been for different reasons. I had some anger issues that I've mostly gotten under control.
Unless you're talking to flat earth.
Shout out to you, bro.
But
unless I'm talking to flat earthers or several other subsets of people, Partarians. But to get it back on a track, this therapist that he was seeing, this was not a child psychologist at all, or just not a child psychologist trained in those issues?
Trained in those issues.
Okay, but it was a child psychologist.
Yes.
Was this individual a private child psychologist or related to the school or related to Katie's work in the military?
Katie's work in the military.
Okay, so this was a military child psychologist.
Yes.
And this was these appointments happened on the naval base she worked at, correct?
The naval.
This sounds like a deposition, bro.
No, bro. No, he is definitely on the money, man. He's not missing anything. He's straight to the point, and he is getting shit cleared up real quick. I like how direct he is, man. He's direct and to the point, cut and dry. What the fuck is up? Here it is.
Very, very direct. But you've got to remember that this is a parent who's lost his son, and I don't see any sort of compassion. It's just like
No, I feel
it's almost like the Reed technique, interrogation, which should be abolished in America.
And you're
it
talking about the
almost has.
interviewers, right, Miss Walsh? You're talking about how the interviewers are presented.
Yeah, the Reed. It's almost like the Reed technique, which should. It's always been. It's a bad. Do you know what the Reed technique is in America? The investigation type that they use throughout all the forces all over the US, where
the interrogation tactics that they use, they can lie to you, they can make up,
they can do anything just to get you to say you did it.
Yeah, that's not what he's doing. I believe that he's just presenting the facts and what's happening.
On that.
No, he's leaving it in a presenting. He's presenting it in a way where he's leaving everything on the table for Seth Rogers to present his side of the story. Now, whether he slips and trips on his own words is all on him. But he's being very direct and forward, and I think it's refreshing that it's cut and dry without the extra bullshit, because it seems like we're getting away from the bullshit. We're trying to get to the point of what's going on. And sometimes you have to be like that, direct, because if not, you start trailing off and veering off to other shit that it's not making sense and it's not helping the situation. So for him to be presenting it the way he is, I think it's very tactical. I think it's a very good way of presenting it, because even though you might not see the emotion, there is emotion in there. You just have to look for it. I feel it. I understand it. It's just, I guess he's he's cold-hearted in a sense. He's cold, but he there's some warmth in there.
Tactical. I agree with that. But have you noticed Seth only says yes, no, yes, no.
Words are powerful. Words are powerful.
He's just getting the bullshit out of the way. He's going along with it, and then eventually he's gonna present. He's gonna let him speak. He's gonna have to explain to a point where it can't be yes or no. I think that's where we're leading to.
I'm hoping, that'd be great if it came to that. The evolution of it came to that.
Let's see it. Let's be brilliant.
It'd be brilliant.
Be a little patient. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, thank you.
So does that have anything to do with these claims that you were kicked off of a naval base?
Yes.
All right. Can you walk us through what happened there, and whether it was they came and put you in cuffs, or if they just told you, hey, you're not allowed in? What happened here?
I expressed my issues with her not doing what needed to be done for my son, and I received a phone call.
Gotcha. So you weren't on base, and a couple of military police came and grabbed you. Came and grabbed you and escorted you off. You were sitting at home and you got a phone call.
Correct.
So it wasn't necessarily that you got kicked off. It was more that you were prohibited from coming on.
Your access was revoked.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's an important distinction.
Yeah.
Because when you tell somebody this person was kicked off of a military base, it paints a certain picture in their head that people with guns and handcuffs came and grabbed this person and shoved him off and said, never come back here again.
Bro,
and
what the hell?
This is more like
the same thing. It's literally the same thing. It's like in trespassing. You have to leave immediately, and then you're prohibited.
He's saying
you wouldn't be able to get on base in the first instance, so it'd be a no-go from the first instance. You wouldn't be able to get on base.
Well, it's just protocol to say that
Yeah.
you have no access to the military base. So if you ever did have access, so to speak, you're kicked off from ever having that access again.
Yeah,
No longer.
yeah, and it's not that bad. They just walk you off. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Well, and
Yeah,
you
no
also
question.
have to think, guys. I mean, there's certain things, right? There's certain thresholds that have to be met on a background check to be a crane operator. Let's say there's a higher threshold that has to be met to hold a badge that says deputy sheriff.
right.
And if you're kicked off military bases, you're putting your hands on children, you're putting your hands on your wife. If any of that is actually documented, we're not talking about rumors. We're talking about reports, charges, etc.
Right.
Seth isn't going to be in the profession that he's in. I mean, at some point, you got to use a little common sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the kind of background, and that's the thing that I think people haven't really digested, is that in order for you to have that job, Seth, law enforcement would have to have failed at multiple stages to properly check your background. Because, for example, I assume that as a law enforcement officer, you have a firearm.
No,
You don't.
not in the position that I'm in currently.
Right, because corrections.
Because
But if you were to be assigned to patrol or something else, they would issue you a firearm, correct?
Yes, sir.
As we are all well aware here, you cannot purchase a firearm if you have domestic abuse convictions on your record.
That is correct.
You cannot have a firearm if you have had certain kinds of mental breakdowns. The process to purchase a gun is a lot more stringent than a lot of people believe it to be.
If you've been convicted of any form of felony whatsoever,
any form,
you cannot purchase a firearm.
So domestic abuse, I think, permanent protective orders even. Yeah, I mean, if you had a permanent protective order against you, and maybe the laws are different in the state of Tennessee, but as far as I'm aware, being from Pennsylvania, if you have a permanent protective order against you, you cannot purchase or own a firearm, correct?
That is correct.
So
I think I don't know about Tennessee, but I feel like even Pennsylvania now, I don't know if it's one or a certain number of even DUIs. Maybe you from ownership.
Couldn't tell you. I think a certain number of DUIs is a felony.
Yeah.
So that's probably
It's
why.
a felony.
Yeah.
So again, if there were any adjudicated offenses here, you would not be able to serve in the position you serve, and there would be a number of rights that would be denied to you that are not, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I think that next kind of brings us to the Department of Corrections thing. One thing I saw today, somebody had asked a question, which was when you filled out they said that when you filled out your Department of Corrections application, your Sheriff's Department application, you had placed a former employer as Rogers Homestead of Family Values, and that you had also told the Sheriff's Department that they could not contact that employer. Is that correct?
No.
So you did not tell them they could not contact this employer?
No.
But you did list that as an employer?
Yes.
Okay. What is Rogers Homestead of Family Values?
It's a nonprofit foundation that I've been working on.
And what is the goal here?
To help special needs families and children.
So would this be a workshop? Would this be a retreat center? What are we looking at in your vision?
In my vision, people would come out, they'd stay for a week or two using animal therapy to help the children. Have people that are on site to sit there and give therapeutic conversation, therapist-wise, to help.
Somebody said it's the timing on that, right?
DVS, you need to do reactions, in between.
No, I know. I was listen though.
If you leave it too long, then you could get copyrighted.
You know the timing, right? Like DVS, not what she's trying to talk about, but the timing of that foundation. Like, why is this foundation in the middle of trying to find your son? Is that gonna help? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I don't know. I'm playing. You know what I mean?
I don't know either. I'm
you
in
have
silence.
to do a reaction every now and again. Otherwise, you could get copyrighted. For a long part of it, and then they could have you for it. That's all. Unless you've got clear.
I think Miss Walsh is YouTube police. Go ahead.
Holy shit, man! My head is.
Hey, we'll do a little bit more, and then we'll stop and get out of here, bro. I'm getting tired too. Because look, this is what I want you to. Because look, we'll do like a regular video on this topic because it's pretty deep. He's asking good questions. I will give him that, but it's contradicting. This is what he said was not relevant in his opinion.
Let's see. Let's go a little further. This is an hour. This is a pretty long video, man. It's 2 hours 37 minutes, man.
Yeah, let's just do a couple more, a little bit, and then
Chris was upset.
We'll get out of here.
That I had sent him back to the house, not in a diaper and actual underwear. And at another point in time, Chris got upset, so he gave me all of his underwear.
So Sebastian never needed diapers at your place, but
no.
Okay. So just get back to my recap here. So Chris and Katie approach you. They say, Sebastian, we can't take this behavior anymore. It's not working out at our house. We want to put him in a facility. And then, or they wanted to go live with you.
That was a phone call.
Okay. So what was the first thing, facility, or was the first thing go live with you?
First thing was come live with me.
Okay, so they approach you, they call you, they say, we can't take it anymore. We want Sebastian to come live with you. You say, well, right now my schedule
They
is
weren't
that.
at their quote unquote wits end.
Mhm.
I was approached differently. I was approached on the basis of, hey, do you want your, what do you think about Sebastian coming to live with you?
Mhm.
Said it.
Yeah. Did it seem like this was Chris's idea, Katie's idea, or a joint idea?
Before the information that I have now,
Mhm.
it was coming from Chris.
Okay.
The information that I have now,
It was a joint venture.
All right. We're
Really quickly, just to, and at this time,
Yeah, that goes back to so there was a rumor saying that they had put him in a facility, some sort of boarding group home kind of thing, in another state, and that was like a thing for a little bit. I think that was debunked. But there's a few things that they were saying that is like almost like what he's saying now. They were really quick on trying to get rid of him. I know that the stepfather had his child coming to live there as well. And it would have been a conflict of interest because of the fact that there was no real relationship with Sebastian. So Sebastian, was doing what Sebastian does. And I guess he couldn't keep Sebastian, tamed or controlled. And I guess he felt because another thing was the molestation. He maybe thought that that was like some sort of a thing that was going to happen to his child. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
it's fucked up all the way around the board, but this is really informative.
had the questions or the idea of putting him in online classes, had that ball already started rolling, or was that after that had?
I was already working on that from the year before because they were like, hey, can't get him in now, but what you have to do is on this date, you need to call up, you need to go ahead and apply. So I was just waiting for time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was waiting on dates so I could get applications put in, and then.
But this was after they suggested he go live with you.
No. Before,
yes.
Wait.
That's what I was clarifying.
Okay. Yeah. Because that was my question.
They were at their wits' end with Sebastian's behavior.
Yep.
They approached Seth. They asked Seth, hey, can Sebastian come live with you? Seth, to my understanding, you say, I would love to have him, but with my work schedule right now, I can't be home at the times I need to be home. Can you hang on to him for a year so I can get my schedule together?
Well, he was already in school.
Yeah.
In Poland.
Here, holy shit, that's a lot different than what he just said. Here, send him.
No, totally different, DVS. Yeah.
Send him a year later. What the fuck is that? The problem, the reason why they're trying to send him off is because there's a problem. So what are you gonna do? Wait a year for this shit to get worse? Like, what the fuck?
He had no problems at school, though. That's the issue. There was no issues at school.
You could tell they were trying to get rid of him.
He was on the spectrum. He wasn't like fully, full blown autistic, non-speaking autistic. That's completely different when they kick off and have anger management and all that. He had like slight anger management, but it was well contained. So he was doing well at school and he was doing well at home. So the Proudfoot said. So why would you put him in an institution? It might have been a respite. Sometimes, families with autistic children, they send them to a respite for a couple of weeks or something like that. But I don't understand where Seth is coming from when he initially said, when Sebastian went missing, that he was going to take on Sebastian full time, and so that the Proudfoots hoped that the husband could take the daughter. He was claiming full custody of the daughter, which he would never get in New Mexico because of his behavior and all the court system. He went through all the court systems with his own daughter. It's a diabolical mess, all that side of it. So, and there's things with Chris where he, put a belt, he put a belt to Sebastian. He's not the biological father,
Not a
and
what?
he's
Not a what?
not allowed to
No.
touch him.
No. We're gonna take a
In
little
my
bit of time.
opinion,
My hum,
anyway.
my hum.
We're gonna take a
Sorry.
little bit. We're gonna take a little bit more time to listen to what's going on, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah,
It
you're going
is.
to kick me out now.
No,
Okay.
no. It's 12:30. It's 12:30 a.m. on.
Yeah, fine.
Fuck bullhorn, 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 fuck bullhorn. Bullhorn Betsy, that mouth be so wetty. You know that she be retty, yeah, she mouth like the jetty. JR gonna investigate her loose ass pussy. Getting head behind the chilies, and he was smoking Reggie. She's on the news like City, cut them off just like machetes. White boy gave his ass a wedgie. I heard Betty's on that fatty. JLR is in that Chevy, still sitting behind the chilies. And Betty gripping on the shaft just like a teddy. What is in that pot, Betty, where you crafted? You done worse for Sebastian. You be pimping
I
out
hate
to be
this
tragic.
video,
We
man.
can go without
Oh.
all your nagging. I'm from break to 10, I don't ask kids, so this is why I be asking. We can see through your antics, your motives, your tactics. I don't even blame your chat because your chat just really don't know shit. I remember Betty had the drift and she was on some hoe shit. I remember Betty downtown, yeah, she was on some snow shit. She swerved out in a Honda Civic, she was jamming Hootie and the Blowfish. Betty and Dog, yeah, they both pretend. And if you kill the bees, that means, yeah, the world's gonna end. Now let that tea spill, bitch, and let me get my fucking refill. Only way Betty go to bed, she pop like 3 pills. You quit harassing this damn family, that's a sweet deal. Queen Bee has told your ass for months that you just need to chill. Man, I heard your ass allergic, tell me how that sting feel. Man, I heard your ass allergic, how that sting feel. Fuck Bullhorn, fuck Bullhorn. Fuck Bullhorn, Betty, fuck Bullhorn. Fuck Bullhorn, fuck Bullhorn. Fuck Bullhorn, Betty, yeah. Fuck Betty, fuck Betty. Fuck Betty, fuck Betty. Fuck Jesse, fuck Kelly. Fuck your ice cream, fuck Allie. Fuck Betty, fuck Betty. Fuck Betty, fuck Betty. Fuck Jesse, fuck Kelly, fuck your ice cream, fuck Allie, fuck Betty, fuck Betty, fuck Betty, fuck Betty, huh? The hottest cracker under the sun. If I ever see Wade Wilson, yeah, he's gonna run. It's Young Bill, cause I stay with the Tommy. You know that Wade Will, he done slept with his mommy. And everybody knows he was simping. And Bullhorn Betty, she be tragedy pimping. But you know how I play it, like a pro in the game. Better yet, I'm in the true crime hall of fame. I got Beretta that be swinging at all of you lanes. You two streets, we lawless gang. I got white boy. In DVS, he was stripping. If the ladies hit the club, yeah, you know they tipped him. And Betty, this is why I be asking. You ain't doing shit. Why ain't you out finding Sebastian? Yeah, that Betty wants that Betty, so you know I be taxing. Got that Timu Rose one, not silicone, it's plastic. Betty is a bitch, Dog is a bastard. She looks like his bitch that be still in the casket. Both arms swinging side to side, swinging the ratchet. DVS, he be chillin'. Billy, yeah, he ain't catfish. AZ, he be chillin', yeah. Shout out to Cactus. Somebody get the black light for Betty's mattress. It's disgusting. I know somebody's bustin'. It's a brother, a cousin, Timothy or Justin, huh? I said she cuckoo your lives, they fucking boo-boo, yeah. Fuck your stupid voodoo. Shout out to my boy Ronnie Blue. Betty done ran the train with many creators that choo-choo. Red tide every time she's on that period. That Sue dogged out, yeah, she gon' get dogged out. Oh, she got the views, she want the dudes, that's what this is all about. Yeah, she got that wet mouth, and she from the dirty south. She exposed her fucking self, yeah, she turned herself out. Fuck Betty, yeah, fuck Jesse, yeah, fuck Betty, and fuck Kelly, yeah, fuck Betty, fuck Betty, fuck Betty, fuck Betty.
And fuck your ice cream, fuck Ally.
Can
And
you hear me,
DVS one.
Doug?
That was fire, Plug. That was fucking fire. Fuck Betty. Fuck her.
Right, vlog.
There's an echo. We out of here, man. YouTube streets. Well, hey, we'll finish this on the regular video, bro. I'm ready to go to
Yeah,
bed, man.
I'm tired,
I'm
man.
out.
I'm gonna take it down, man. Hit the hey, man.
Sorry,
Shit.
that was me probably because I put it on my iPhone because I couldn't hear the
You
music.
already know he's simping, and you know DVSC was fucking stripping.
Oh man, that was a fire bar.
That was so funny though, Plug. I mean, I was laughing my head off. I don't know if you heard it. I was laughing my head off.
I was too. I was too, man. That was I needed that, man. I'm gonna take it down, man. I got work in the morning. As y'all know already, stay humble, but stay responsibly dangerous. Shout out to everybody and thank for all the support. Plug, man. I'm out. Miss Doubtfire. It's always love. It's
And
always
you,
love.
love. And you, DVS. Thank you,
Yeah.
my love.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
God
too.
bless. And Plug and Ronnie's been AWOL for a while, but and that's just us, wasn't it, tonight? Toward the end. Love you, Plug. I mean, that was just amazing. It was so funny. I wonder if Betty actually gets to watch these, music tracks. I'm sure she'll get, messages or something. That'd be great. Anyway, God bless you all. Yeah, it was a heavy subject, so it was nice to end on that note. Good night. God bless.